Good morning. Let's do this. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, you can listen. Just get that app. Download it for free in the App Store and Google Play. You can get us in your in-home smart speaker. Also, check us out on the website, rock1061.com. Marsh, good news. Know there was some concern after my busy day yesterday.
Okay.
Late night trivia, that I'd be asleep by now and just, passing out to start the show.
Right.
As of now, solid.
I'm offended that you haven't drank my Red Bull yet. I brought you a Red Bull as promised yesterday. You haven't even touched it. You haven't even opened it, you son of a bitch.
I'm going to drink this instead of my coffee. Calm down.
Okay.
But I was going to...
Sorry, I am hyped up on Red Bull now.
You started drinking it early. No, I'm going to drink the Red Bull, but I was going to wait until the show started so I can get the maximum effect the longest. Because as of now, I'm doing fine.
Right.
By 9 o'clock, I make no promises.
Yeah, you should double up. Drink your coffee now, spike it with some Red Bull, and then chug the rest of the Red Bull later.
Chug it.
It's like you skipped over that part of your life where you're a 15-year-old boy who exclusively ran on Monster or Red Bull. What the hell's wrong with you?
You got to remember, I'm old. When I was 15...
It was heroin?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yes.
Smoking crack.
All of the above. There wasn't like this surplus supply of energy drinks. There was Gatorade, and it was like 3 flavors.
Right.
And that's all you had.
Yeah, you just had blue and red.
Yeah, no.
Yellow?
There was the, yellow was the original. There was the orange.
Oh, okay.
And then there was because there was Michael Jordan's favorite, which was like Tropical Punch or something weird. I don't remember. So, But yeah, I didn't have this. So I didn't grow up on energy drinks. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I came to them later in life.
Well, you need to crack one of those open once you start a little grumpy, a little tired, and then you're going to, ooh.
There we go. How's that?
You're going to be ready. Get ready to ride the dragon. Jump on that bull, baby. Do not have to chug all of it. Jesus. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm feeling better already,
You're
man.
on it, baby. You're on it. Let's go.
Already.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm good now. I think I'm good.
Good. Wake up.
Did you do anything yesterday? I mean, I had a busy day.
Hey, you had a very busy day. I mean, what did I do yesterday? Nothing. It's my wife and I's anniversary today.
Oh, happy anniversary.
So thank you. I had to, very last minute, plan stuff for our anniversary. We're going to lunch.
Okay, where are you going?
Kayak Cafe.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, because we were going to go to some Mexican joint for lunch, but I'm like, I don't know, because everything's going to be crazy today. So Kayak Cafe for lunch today. Doing that. Outside of that, I don't really know. I got to figure that out.
Now, you have a love of burritos, tacos, and pretty much all thing Mexican food. Did you guys purposely get married on Cinco de Mayo, or was it just happenstance?
No, we were getting drunk at a beer festival on Cinco de Mayo. It just happened to be that way. And then, we just swung by and did one of those drive-through wedding things. So, but it's so easy to remember.
That's true.
I love the fact that we did get married on Cinco de Mayo because of the fact that it's so easy to remember. It's hard for me to forget.
Have you ever forgotten it?
No, I've been on it every year.
Well played.
I actually put it in my phone. I put a week advance reminder and then a 2-day advance reminder. And then I threw an extra day reminder in there. Yeah, I got all sorts of reminders in my phone.
So happy anniversary, man. All right, coming up today, we're going to have Max stop at the studio for Chicks on Dudes. But she's going to come by early because at 8 o'clock we celebrate Cinco de Mayo the only way we know how. No, not with margaritas or Mexican beer.
Nope.
We're going to do a blind taste test on Mexican peppers.
We have 6 different peppers to try today, 8 o'clock. That should be interesting.
So it's like a Torture Wednesday in a way.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. I mean, we're just testing ourselves on our Mexican pepper knowledge. It's something that everyone should have a little experience in.
We'll see how we do. We've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout coming up, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Tales from the Bar is back.
Oh, yeah.
Got some great stories lined up for everybody. Call, comment, and text today. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you?
I got some stories, man.
Dude, I forgot about this one until I started thinking about it. I had a really creepy roommate many, many years ago.
Okay.
His name's Dan. Very creepy.
Most Dans are creepy.
Bringing back bad memories. We'll share that at 7, and, of course, about last night. Could we have a gasoline shortage this summer? There's a new podcast coming up that I haven't told my wife about yet, and I'll tell you why when we get to the story.
All right.
And I love stories about cults, and we've got one about a dead, mummified cult leader.
Yeah.
It's pretty fantastic.
It's weird.
Cotter and Marshall Show. This is The Offspring. Let the bad times roll. Rock 106.1.
Your headphones weird?
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
I don't know.
All right, guys. How do we sound on the stream? Yeah, our headphone, like in our in-ear headphones sound really weird. Yeah, that cult is weird. Oh, thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Wanda, for is that better? Yeah, the hiss is
check. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
Once again, all those knobs are down by everybody's feet.
Yeah.
You just get bumped.
All right.
Something was just jacked up really high.
Something. That's not a studio issue, thankfully.
No. And I wouldn't blame Tim for that one because, I mean, he wasn't the only one who set up the studio. So I guess technically, you can bump that bad boy up if you want.
And we'll wait for later in the show. All right, guys. Good morning. Oh, I need to share the show around. I'm going to do that. How was your drive-through? How was everything yesterday?
It was fun.
Kid get the job? What's going on?
No, still don't know about that yet. And that's turned into a thing. So, my oldest gets money and spends it right away. My youngest is one of the most frugal people I've ever met. Just will save everything. Feels bad if she spends money. So the oldest did a horrible job of saving money over the past 2 years he's been at school.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't get a summer job, we're not 100% sure he can afford school, with the situation and deal we had worked out with them. So if he doesn't get a summer job, Jesus Christ, may have to take a gap year next year.
Oh.
And we've already got the apartment in Kent, so he'll move back to Kent and have to basically work full time. And then the following year, we'll go back to school. May not get all of his scholarships, but he'll have lived in Kent for a year, so he can apply as an Ohio resident for the next 2 years, and the tuition will go down.
Wow.
I know, it's kind of a cluster right now.
Well, that's fun.
I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I don't know. I don't feel he is putting forth 100% effort when it comes to school. Because when we talk to him, and he'll tell us all kinds of excited stories about hanging out with friends and playing D&D and doing all this stuff, there's never any stories about school. Now, I get it. It's school, but he's going to school for fashion design. There's never a picture of anything he's designed. I don't know. So we're questioning his commitment to school right now. Which, you don't
see him catching up on fashion stuff or working on fashion stuff?
No. Ugh. I know, right? All right, guys, be right back. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get that stream. Join the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Wait, follow, and subscribe. Now? We said we'd workshop, but we haven't actually used it on the air.
All right, how'd it feel?
It felt good.
Was it weird?
No, not at all.
I kind of felt like it was weird. It came out of your lips weird.
No, I like it.
Yeah, we're thinking about calling our fans. There's like 3. The Horde.
Yeah,
it
came up naturally in conversation.
Yeah, if that felt slightly weird. Maybe it's just because the first time I've heard you really say it on the air.
It is the absolute first time.
Okay,
I've said it on the. So that's what it said. We just got to roll with it for a little bit. See what.
It's like you said. It's like you said. I love you to me for the first time, and I'm just conflicted about it. I'm just like,
no. Join the Horde. Get the stream.
It's weird.
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It's gonna happen. I promise. All right, gonna dive right in. Story number 1 about last night. Now, Colts have always been fascinating to me because I just can't wrap my head around how someone or a group of people can get so involved with a leader or with a group to dedicate their lives to the cause or to that person.
Did you ever think, because I think about this sometimes, do you ever think we're just too dumb to join a cult, or maybe we're too smart? And honestly, I don't know which one.
If I was a betting man, I wouldn't go with smart. I'm just going with the odds there. But no, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough to wrap my head around the complexities that is a cult.
The complexity.
So this story is kind of weird, though. 7 people with ties to the Love Has Won cult in Colorado are facing charges after the body of the group's leader was found at a home. Amy Carlson, also known as Mother God to her followers, was found dead in a bedroom, lying on a bed, and appeared to what be a sleeping bag. She had glitter makeup on her eyes, and her body was decorated with Christmas lights.
And like some sort of weird shrine that you would see out of a horror movie. I think that is awesome. I mean, like for the cult leader. I mean, we don't know how she died.
No.
Doesn't say, but to be worshipped like that after death, it's kind of cool, I guess, for a cult leader, especially if you're known as Mother God.
If you die while we're still doing this show,
yeah, just prop me up in the corner.
I'll prop you up. No, you're going to be sitting in your chair. We'll do the stream.
Right.
With you just sitting there with Christmas lights flashing. Flashing lights.
And every day I want you to say, like, do some sort of like incantation or chant and then spritz me with liquid ass. So you can always know that I'm around.
You're going to stink enough as is. I don't think we need liquid ass. Now, the owner of this home actually opened his home to like members of the cult who needed a place to go. One day he leaves his house, comes back, and the dead body, mummified with like teeth coming through its lips, is in one of the bedrooms. And he tries to bolt to tell the cops that the group won't let him take his own kid with him. But then this dude gets arrested as well. This is a whole very weird and bizarre story.
Yeah, like I think it was 7 people total got arrested, but that dude who did the right thing wound up getting his son back. And things are kind of cool now, at least with him and his house. But this group, the Love Has Won group, apparently has been popping up like little affiliates all over the United States, and it's causing people big issues because people are apparently getting brainwashed. They're stealing their money, essentially cult-like things. Every single time you've seen a cult documentary, I mean, it's the same game plan. How do people keep falling for this?
I don't know. If you have ever been involved in a cult, you know somebody who's been involved in a cult, hit us up, because I'm so utterly fascinated by this, because I just, once again, cannot wrap my head around it. All right, coming up next, story number 2 about last night. There is a new podcast. It's all about Lord of the Rings. I haven't told my wife because I will feel really bad, because as soon as I tell her, she'll be so excited. It'll be excitement I have not seen in my wife probably ever. And I will feel bad that it wasn't I that gave her that excitement.
Right.
We'll tell you what the podcast is coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Morning, everyone on the stream.
Yo.
Very chill Wednesday. Charles headed to Canada to see Emmy again.
Hope she's doing all right, man.
Emmy should be coming home today.
That's good.
Perfect. Yeah, it's crazy, Charles, man. Sorry you're going through that, but it sounds like Emmy's coming around. Hope you guys are able to get home today. All right, coming up next, we have stories about, the new podcast that Cotter just mentioned. Also, there's a supposed possible gasoline shortage. So if you plan on hitting a road trip this summer, you may come into an issue. So we'll tell you about that coming up here in just a bit as well.
And it's not even because of lack of gas, which I really found interesting. Ooh. Please be about a cult. Please be about a cult.
We're getting a call in right now. Let's see.
Very excited. Rock 106.1, hello.
Good morning, fellas.
What's up?
First off, happy anniversary, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I picked when I got married on my mom's birthday, so I'd never forget it. But
Nice.
She ended up leaving me, so whatever.
Your mom or your wife?
Well, actually, my mom passed 3 years ago, and my wife left me last year. So.
Well, God damn it, man! Now you make me feel like an asshole. Way to go.
But no, you guys fucking crack me up, man. I like you better. I like you better in the morning because I can call in. In the afternoon, it was too hard to call in.
Right.
So, anyways, worst roommate thing.
Yeah, you got a story?
It was a little over 6 years ago when I first moved here to Savannah, and I had a friend that lived here, and he told me I could live with him till I got on my feet. And come to find out, dude fucking stole my resume and was in the midst of stealing my identity.
Whoa! Oh, my God.
I was getting some I was getting some weird vibes from the guy, and I put some feelers out and found out he sold my resume and was trading himself off as me and then attempting to steal my identity. I found out, moved out. A year later, he was hit by a car over here on Abercorn on the south side. So he's gone
Karma?
too.
Damn.
Yeah, well, there's karma. Wait, did you say he died?
Excuse me?
Did you say he died after getting hit by a car?
Yeah, he's it's been like, this will be the 4-year anniversary. The one guy got killed over there in front of Mercy Hospital there.
Wow.
Over by where Burger King is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the story.
Yeah. So that was one weird thing. Another weird thing happened. I let my cousin stay with me one time.
Right.
When I lived up in Michigan. And I woke up in the middle of the night to a really weird sound. And I went out in the front room, and the dude was taking a piss on my TV.
On the TV?
My cousin.
What the
my
hell?
cousin. I mean, he was drunk off his
Okay.
ass.
Yeah. That was the next question.
But, man, I grabbed him by the head, and I lived on the second floor. I drug him down the stairs and threw him out. By the time I got to the bottom of the steps, I had woke my landlord up.
Oh, no.
And he was, like, irate.
Right.
But that's probably the last time I ever saw my cousin either. So, hey, weird roommate story.
Yeah, dude. Wild stuff right there.
Dude, those are great, man. Thank you so much for the call. We appreciate it.
All right, you guys have a great day. Happy anniversary again.
Thanks,
All
man.
right, man. I'll see you later.
That guy has had a life.
Damn.
Holy shit. What the hell? Who left you, your mom or your wife? Well, both, actually. My mom died. Jesus Christ, man.
Way to go.
What the hell, man? That guy comes in with the saddest stories ever today. Jesus. All right.
Well, ahead of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a first.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much.
Show history has been made.
Good God. Who is that guy?
I don't know. I should have asked his name.
All right. Off to an oddly fast and slow start all at the same time. It doesn't make sense, but here we go. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys listen to that.
Okay.
Wanda, how you doing this morning? Hope things are well. So I don't know what you're supposed to get your wife for your 9th wedding anniversary, but
Yeah.
I think what I'm doing, there is a foot massage water bath thingy.
Right.
My wife's feet bother her when she stands up a lot and works on her feet a lot as a dental hygienist. So I'm getting her that,
Okay.
which I'm going to pick up at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh.
Taking her out to lunch. And then tonight we're going to have margaritas at home. And then I'm going to make some tacos
Nice.
for Cinco de Mayo. So that's the plan. I don't know if that's good enough wedding anniversary plan. Nothing crazy
it's okay.
special.
Yeah.
So she's not awake yet, so I don't have to worry about her listening to this. Her friend Kelly is also, she makes like jewelry. She'll take animal bones and make crazy jewelry. She's going to be make something as well. So she'll get like a jewelry thing. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't even seen pictures, but apparently she's got something for me.
That's good.
So that is the anniversary. Hope she likes it. That was like asking a big girl if she's pregnant, but really big, Marshall, when it comes to the whole asking the guy how. I thought I was asking a legitimate, funny question.
No, I think it was a legitimate, funny question. And it's just one of those unfortunate situations where as soon as you say it, it's one of those things like, oh, this isn't going to.
Yep,
this isn't going to end well.
my mom passed away. Oh, really? Cool. Let's move on. I could have tried to one up and be like, yeah, my dad died. Got you good, fucker. Suck on that. All right, guys, here in about a minute. It really just turned out bad. It was just really turned out bad. Yeah. Here in a minute, we're going to be talking about the new Lord of the Rings podcast, which is kind of neat. I'm glad you're home, Wanda. That's awesome. Did we get much reaction on the Facebook post last night? I didn't even look.
Not that I had seen.
Okay.
Last I looked, no. Yeah, none. At least on there. Alrighty. Share that. Yeah, none. All right, guys, be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Of course, you can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, rock1061.com. Story number 2 about last night. And Marshall, I love my wife. I want her to be happy. I'd like to be the cause of that happiness.
Right.
So I haven't told her about this new podcast because I know it's going to make her happier than anything I could do for her.
Really?
Probably.
Okay.
She's a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
The movies or the books, or both?
Both, probably more so the movies.
Okay.
But she has read the books. Her favorite characters are Merry and Pippin.
Mm-hmm.
She loves Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd as actors in general.
Right.
So the fact that they're going to be doing a podcast together about Lord of the Rings, once again, will excite my wife more than anything I could ever do.
Well, May 18th will be a big day for her because those two fellows are launching the Friendship Onion. It's a podcast that's going to do back behind the scenes stories on the franchise. They're actually going to interview members from the cast and crew, and then obviously answer fan questions and much more. Now it's going to launch on YouTube and podcast services like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But if you're a big Lord of the Rings fan, this is exciting news, quite like your wife.
No, she is going to be thrilled. I mean, she's probably in her car right now, driving to work, hearing about it for the first time. I'm hoping she didn't swerve off the road and cause any sort of damage.
Do you think she's offended that you didn't tell her personally? Like you didn't straight up go, "Hey, Dana, podcast time"?
Maybe. I'll find out tonight.
Yeah, you'll definitely hear about it. You are going to hear about it.
It is such a perfect time if you're just an Uber fan of anything to be living with the ability to have podcast. I mean, the movies are. The first one's 20 years old, pushing 20 years.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, you're about right, yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that you're now reliving this in a kind of new and fresh way with the podcast, getting stories you probably never heard before, getting all kinds of cool interviews. I mean, I think it's really cool. I've deep dove in a lot of podcasts about things I'm a fan of. So, I mean, I think this is cool.
Yeah, and they're definitely not the first to do this. Now, a couple of the guys from Scrubs have gotten together. They're doing a podcast, Zach Braff and
really good.
Donald Faison.
Yep.
A couple of ladies from The Office, they started their own podcast, which is rather successful. So a lot of these really cult beloved shows, not like the cults we were talking about earlier, but shows that have these huge fan followings are starting to do these podcasts that are really well done and received.
So the Friendship Onion about the Lord of the Rings series, Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd, once again starts May 18th. Got one more story to go in about last night, and it's not a pleasant one. Could we see a gas shortage this summer? Got details coming up. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rock 1061.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mac is awake.
Mac!
She's on the chat. Mac's got to be in at 8 o'clock. I have a really funny story about Mac. So last night, what am I doing? Last night, I was at trivia. I was hosting trivia, drafting with Berwick. Great night, having fun. And I get a text from Mac, and I didn't even see it until I actually got done with trivia. So it was like 8:45 or so. And Mac texts me. She goes, "My alarm never went off." This was at 8:03 p.m. Once again, I did not see that text message until later that hour. And then she goes, "Oh, crap, it's still Tuesday. Disregard. LOL." So Mac fell asleep last night. She took a nap late in the afternoon. She didn't wake up until 8 o'clock at night.
Hats off to you for that kind of nap.
Yeah. And then she thought it was morning because it was dark outside. I don't know what was going on. And I just responded with, what? And she goes, I woke up from my nap. Here, I'm going to do it in a Mac accent. I woke up from my nap and saw that it was 8 and I thought it was morning. And then she gave me this hand over face emoji. So did it sound like Mac?
Yeah. We'll go with yeah.
I thought it was morning. Anyway, so Mac should be fully rested from last night with her extremely large nap, girthy nap, and then she'll be in at 8 o'clock to administer our Mexican pepper eating blindfolded contest we're going to do.
Ooh, yeah, this will be a thing.
Mm-hmm. So we're excited about that. Excited that she got enough sleep yesterday.
I'm jealous. That sounds like one hell of a nap. All right, we got about 2 minutes.
Do we now?
We do.
All right, let's go ahead and answer a question because we're not fully with it. Cotter, would you rather burp the sound of a gong or sneeze the sound of a bowling strike?
Give me the gong all day long. Are you serious?
Once again,
yes.
Would you rather burp the sound of a gong? Sounds like it would hurt.
It'd be worth it.
Or
It'd be damn impressive.
Sneeze the sound of a bowling strike. This is such a weird question. I love it. Once again, we're answering the internet here on the Cotter and Marshall Show. We do that when we need some help. 55% of Barstool readers chose B.
Really?
They would much rather sneeze the sound of a bowling strike than burp the sound of a gong. Because I think the gong sounds like it would hurt. I think I would rather just sneeze the bowling strike. I'll go bowling strike.
Okay. I like a gong. I think the gong would be awesome.
Wanda says gong for the win just because the sound is awesome.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Every time it burped, it'd be like the Undertaker walking into the room.
The lights just turn off every single time you burp.
Lightning from the heavens.
Who just burped in the house again? Little Jimmy. So I love this next story, mostly for the fact that I'm going on a road trip on Friday. So
yeah, no, I think you're okay now. I think it's later on is the major concern, though some states have seen a little bit of an issue, I guess.
Thankfully, not our state.
No.
Yet.
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense, looking to see what happened the past year, but I never would have guessed this. All right, guys, be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Got one more story to go and about last night. Let's do it. So we've talked recently just about how a lot of people are planning road trips this summer. You got one coming up this weekend.
Yep.
I got a couple planned for later on in the summer. Well, it may not be that easy. Experts are saying there could be a gas shortage this summer. I guess not specifically gas. It could be more of a truck driver shortage, which is just really not what I expected at all.
Yeah, exactly. So according to this report, the National Tank Truck Carriers are saying that between 20 to 25% of tanker trucks that could be on the road making deliveries are currently just sitting there because of a lack of qualified drivers due to the pandemic.
Now, to compare that, in 2019, only 10% of trucks were idle for the same reason. Now, somebody from the NTTC said they've been dealing with a driver shortage for a while, but the pandemic took that issue and medicized it. A lot of drivers just left the business at the start of the pandemic when demand for gas just basically bottomed out.
One of our favorite listeners, Rudy, is a truck driver, and that dude is working more than ever. He's constantly on the road. I think today he's in Chicago. I was talking to him just a little while ago, but yeah, he is all over the place.
And the pandemic also forced a lot of driving schools to shut down. Now, vacation hotspots have seen some sporadic outages so far. Florida, Arizona, Missouri, of all places. Now, those happened during spring break. But yeah, so even if, and in situations like that, even if it's a small outage, it causes that sense of panic. Kind of like what happened with toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic. So even if there's a report of a small outage somewhere or a shortage somewhere, it's going to drive people to the gas pumps because they're like, I got to get gas before we run out.
Which is going to make the prices go up to a ridiculous level. I paid $2.50 a gallon yesterday. It's not bad. I mean, it wasn't like pandemic low. I think pandemic low, I paid like $1.45.
Oh, stupid.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, like typical prior to the pandemic, we were all paying like $2.25 at least for gas.
They say it could see $3 this summer because of this.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Whatever.
All right, there you go. About last night. Coming up next, we're talking 20th anniversary concert and French fries. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
You had the check your phone story on the first break of the show. Did you want to? Okay.
Just with fine.
Do you want to come back around to that, or should I? I'm just wondering if I should delete it from my notes.
I don't know. I mean, if there's a place for it, I mean, we could do it. If we have time, we can squeeze it in the 8:25 food for Bonnaroo. But with the Mexican peppers and trivia, I don't know if we will there.
Okay,
that could push that hour back.
I paid $2.79 for gas in Metter last night. It sure hurt my wallet.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think mine was. I don't know. I got like that Kroger discount because I bought groceries there. It was like 10 cents off a gallon. I think I paid $2.55 or $2.50 something, which is like what I kind of expect to pay typically for, a gallon of gas. Charles says, saw a report there was 1 million over-the-road driver shortage right now. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll tell you, what's terrifying is the thought of me driving a truck because me with any sort of attached, thing to my vehicle, I am horrible driving.
Dude, I can't do it. We had, so years ago, we would do motorcycle giveaways before. I know we did one here, but before, back in Illinois, and we had to lug the motorcycle around to all the stops. I hated doing it because you'd have to get it from a storage unit. And I could never back it up, so I had to take it off the hitch of the truck, and I had to push it because I couldn't back it up.
Same thing. I couldn't do that either. Plus, yeah, the storage unit was a tiny 10 by 10.
Sucked.
Yeah. The gas is definitely going to go up this summer. So if you're taking a road trip, make sure to do some math, which I know is difficult. Coming from not a math guy, but yeah, add that cost into your road trip. Yeah, with the Kroger across the street, Wanda, I'm constantly buying stupid stuff over there, and I'm always getting some sort of discount. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate the anniversary mention there. Let's see.
Dude, I've seen so many. Philip talked about having a sign-on bonus to work at Waffle or Huddle House. I've seen so much of that, man. People just need people to come to work.
Good golly. Yeah, speaking of Waffle House, so I was talking to someone about how their weekend was and what they've been up to. What's really, really funny is they told me that they went over to their uncle's house. His uncle retired from working 28 years at Waffle House. Yeah.
Damn.
Like I'm like, what'd you do this weekend? I'm like, I went to my uncle's house. We're just celebrating his retirement. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, what'd he do? Like, oh, he worked 28 years at Waffle House. And I'm like, holy shit.
Good for him, man.
I didn't know people could work that long at Waffle House. I thought
do you think there's benefits? Like retirement at Waffle House?
There's got to be something.
You'd hope, right?
You would think he was the manager of Waffle House, too.
Probably.
You spend that long at Waffle House, you're eventually going to outlive everyone. But yeah, can you imagine 28 years at Waffle House?
Hey, man.
And then you retire.
That's awesome. Because you and we never get to retire.
Wait. You never get to retire. I've got the 401k.
I've got a 401k.
I plan on retiring. I'll still be doing the show in my retirement, but, I'm going to retire eventually.
I'm banking on my wife being a teacher forever because they have a retirement package. Got the 401k. That's fine, but yeah.
$4 a gallon in California. Yeah, man, that's kind of always California, though. That's what they call that sunshine tax. Well, thanks for joining us this morning, guys. Thanks for joining us this morning. So here at the beginning of the 7 o'clock hour, I know you guys got some good stories. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? I told one recently that I can retell with our good buddy Leaf.
Such a great story.
I got a story about
such a great story.
My wife's sister. She came in for a bit and ruined my life. But yeah, there's definitely some stories out there. Once again, please share them on the chat with us this morning. If you've had a bad house guest or a bad roommate, drop your best, worst stories into the chat, and we are going to share those.
Robert, would love to see a morning show with Cotter and Marshall's old dudes just complaining about everything. It's what we do now, just not as old.
Right. So essentially, Bob just wants to see the future. That's all I got from that. So I'm getting my wife because it's my wife and I's anniversary. I'm getting my wife that it's called the Shower Bliss Foot Spa with Heat Boost Power, right?
Okay.
But it's from a brand called Homedics, but they spell it HOMEDICS. So it looks to me like it's Homedics.
Homedics.
I'm like, yo, is Bed Bath & Beyond calling my wife a hoe? I ain't standing for that. I just think that's fucked up, man. Old man Marshall, says Tim. Yes. That would be just, I don't know. I'm already getting a little gray in my beard, which I'm not a fan of.
Are you getting gray?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's your hair's so light anyway, it's hard to tell.
Well, it's like this weird blonde, red. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my head.
I'm getting a little gray. I got more gray in my beard than I do my hair, but it's really starting to come into on my hair too.
Yeah. Plus, my hair is fucking ridiculous right now. I don't know what's going on with it anymore.
That old man just hanging on to your youth.
I think honestly, because I'm watching Vikings, the TV show Vikings.
It's just influencing you.
Yeah, like Ragnar is the lead character in that show, and he has like this really long like hair at the beginning, and then he eventually shaves his head. Then he has this big beard. I think I'm essentially, through the next year and a half, I'm essentially going to go full Ragnar.
That's good. I like that.
Full Ragnar Lothbrok, and I just go probably shave my head completely after I probably break my collarbone from a hockey player, and then I don't know. It's gonna be a rough next year and a half, I gotta feel. Bob says, oh man, we had a guy live with us in a college for a couple semesters, didn't pay us rent, didn't help with groceries, and then would spend each night telling us how women shouldn't be in the military or army. He was the worst.
Damn. Yeah, that's not cool.
That does sound right, Tim. That does sound right. All right, guys. Once again, everyone in the chat, thanks for hanging out. Go ahead and share your stories. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or a house guest, could be even your ex-girlfriend, your current wife, we're not judging. What's the worst thing they've done while staying with you?
All right, we got about 90 seconds. I'm going to talk concert and French fries.
Which, oddly enough, we have to have French fries at the concert.
Yeah.
There's got to be someone who's...
I think so.
I think I saw the list of...
Yeah, there's the list of food trucks.
I saw the list of food trucks, and I think we do have French fries there.
Got a beer sponsor. I don't know if we can say who it is yet, but we got a beer sponsor. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I saw that confirmed last night.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. The Red Bull's hitting, baby. We got a text message that said, "Good morning, beautiful. I love you."
I was going to mention that right here at the beginning of the because I think it was not supposed to go. So I think if we're going to do a public service for this person to be like, "Hey, they came to us. They needed to go to somebody else."
No, I'm going to reply, man.
Well, no, that's fine. But I was going to mention it on the air. All right, we got about 15. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out, Connor and Marshall Show. Marshall, before we get into talking about the 20th anniversary concert, just a quick public service to a listener. They played along with Foo for Bonnaroo at the top of the 6 o'clock hour, texted in the name of the song. But then they got a follow-up text 18 minutes later that just said, "Good morning, beautiful. I love you." Guessing that wasn't meant to come to us?
Well, I mean, it was all in caps, too. So, I mean, they were screaming it to us. So, no, I believe it was to us.
Okay.
We are beautiful.
Well, no, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
All right, but just in case it wasn't, if you sent this text, heads up, it probably didn't go who you thought it went to.
No, I'm gonna reply.
Are you?
I'm just gonna say good morning to you, you sexy beast.
I like it. All right, Rock 106.1 20th anniversary concert. We've teamed up with Connect Savannah. This show is going down Saturday, July 3rd, Trustees Garden in Savannah. This is just a huge outdoor venue that I knew existed, but didn't get to see until a couple weeks back. Mm-hmm. This place is built for concerts.
Yeah, I mean, the first show that was supposed to happen there a couple of years back was the Dirty Heads were supposed to play there, and I was really excited about that, but that show unfortunately got canceled, and I haven't really seen too many other concerts make their way there, but we got this show coming up on July 3rd. I'm so excited about it. Tickets are on sale this coming Friday starting 8 o'clock.
We got Puddle of Mud, Filter Sponge, and local band Lilac. Now, tickets, the first 500 tickets, general admission, just $25. That's it.
It's pretty cheap.
$25 for 4 bands. There's VIP tickets available. There's all kinds of beer, all kinds of food. It's just the first big show in Savannah since the pandemic. I think this thing is just going to get nuts.
We're back. I think this is the official show. We should have just called this show We're Back. But yeah, with Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, Lilac, which is a great local band. I mean, we're bringing the rock to you guys. You guys ask us all the time, when's the next show coming up? And usually we have to send you somewhere. Jacksonville, Columbia. I mean, we've flown people across the country to see shows. Now there's one literally in our backyard. You have to drive downtown. For most of us, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any excuses. I expect to see everyone there.
It is the 20th anniversary concert of Rock 106.1, Saturday, July 3rd. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning at 8 o'clock. Get more details on the website now, rock1061.com. All right, Marshall, do you have a favorite style of French fry?
There's 2 that come to mind. I love waffle fries. I don't know why. The crisscross just gets me every time. Makes me want to jump. And also, I would say like the shoestring, kind of like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that, I guess... McDonald's, is that shoestring? It's very close to shoestring.
I mean, it's not like Steak and Shake skinny, but yeah, I might consider those shoestring.
Yeah. Anyway, like a McDonald's shoestringy type of fry, I'm also a fan of that.
Well, someone looked into Google Trends and found the type of French fry each state is obsessed with. And top of the list, the waffle fry.
Nice.
12 states, including Florida, Ohio, Tennessee, and others. Now, there's actually a tie for the top. Number 2 or 1B, I don't know though. Just cheese fries. Does that count? That's a fry with an accessory.
Right.
It's not a style of French fry.
That's just a French fry with a gaudy necklace on. It's just I mean, I don't think cheese fries are really a singular style of fries.
I don't like them being on the list. Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Oklahoma, some of the states that were all about the cheese fries. Now, number 3, once again, I don't know if a tater tot is a fry. I love a tater tot. Don't get me wrong.
A tater tot is essentially a separate food group. It is. Although it's potato. I mean, like, are we going to consider twice baked potatoes a French fry now?
Delicious, but no.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why tater tots are not a French fry.
They're on this list, though, with 7 states, Alaska, Idaho, Maine, Montana, and others.
Those states suck. All those states are in the middle of the country and suck outside of Maine and Alaska. Those states suck anyway.
Going in at number 4, another one of your favorites, the shoestring French fry with 5 states.
Makes me feel like I'm eating diet French fries, right? Makes you feel like you could eat more French fries because they're so tiny. Yeah.
I get it.
They're the Diet Coke French fry. That's why I like them.
Number 5, the sweet potato fry.
Love a good sweet potato fry.
Now, I was not a fan of sweet potatoes because
you can go to hell.
I've since come around.
Good.
Because my only experience,
you still go to hell.
My only experience with sweet potatoes were at Thanksgiving when they're covered like marshmallows and they're uber sweet, and I'm just like, I never liked them.
I actually love that dish.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. So I stayed away from sweet potato fries, thinking they were just this sweet kind of concoction.
Right.
They're not that at all.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
So honestly, and no big deal, especially because, I do bingo and trivia there. The Draft Room in Berwick has some of the best sweet potato fries. I'm going to throw it out there.
Number 6 on this list, my least favorite style of French fry, the steak fry.
Too much fry.
Too thick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'm just eating a potato in like 4 bites. I don't want it.
I mean, if you don't have something to wash it down with afterwards, you're just going to sit there and chew on it for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't need a steak fry.
Number 7, the curly fry. Love a good curly fry. I'm surprised it's this low on the list.
Hey, when I go get my meats from Arby's, I want them curly fries.
Crinkle cut fries coming in at number 8 with just 2 states. And at number 9 on the list, kind of like number 2, chili cheese fries. How is that a style?
That's an accessory. Yeah, you got it right. It's just a bunch of accessories on top of fries. I don't like it.
All right, coming up at 7 o'clock, going to take your calls, comments, and text 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? I know we've all got stories about this, so hit us up now. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, once again, go ahead and drop your stories into the chat. Wanda, I haven't seen one from you. I expect to. Bobby, thanks you. Oh, gosh, let me see if I can talk. Bob, thank you so much for dropping in your story. Appreciate that. I don't think Tim has ever actually owned a house or an apartment. I think he's always been the roommate, so I don't think he would even know how to add in a story. Phil just dropped in a story. Thanks, bud.
All right, so how do we want to start this? We've got the call. Maybe we can save that for 2 or 3 if we want.
Yeah, let's save the call for 2, which will lead into the commercial break. Maybe get another one off of that.
Mm-hmm. I can tell mine to start. Creepy Dan story.
Yeah, so let's see. Wanda's dropping one in here in a moment. We have Phil and we have... People will be telling stories about Tim. They will. I've got a story from Phil and Bob on the chat, and I have a couple myself. So why don't we start off with you kicking off the story, go into your own personal story, and then I will share Phil's because it's quite long.
Okay.
And then after that, we can go into a break, come back, we'll play the call. I can share mine, and then hopefully we'll have a few more, and we'll figure it out from there.
Sounds good.
I'm sure Salsa Mark has one. He's always texting us.
That guy's text that sent the I love you thing, did his text disappear?
I responded to it. I don't know where it went.
It's gone though, right? Off the list?
I do not see it.
Weird.
What's that roommate in college? Ugh. All right, Charles just dropped a story too. How about this? I will share Philip and Charles's story, I'll save Bob's for break number 2.
Okay.
All right.
Let me edit this up real quick then, since we're going to play this at break 2.
Okay.
We'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys, back on the chats. Thanks for hanging out. Cotter was just editing up a phone call we got back like half an hour ago.
Yeah, guys on it.
From this dude who shared a couple stories. Jeremy, Wanda, thank you for sharing your stories this morning as well. We are locked and loaded with a bunch of stories this morning, so thank you all for that. So I've got two that I'll share this break. So if you want to start off by
start with mine,
kicking it off, doing yours, and then I'll do these two. And then I've got Jeremy, Wanda, and Bob's stories to share as well.
Okay.
Both Wanda and Jeremy's are girthy, as Mac would say. You could also say they were moist with detail, and I am wet with anticipation. In an email, I found out that wet is a word that Mac hates as well.
Does she like any words?
I'm not for sure. I'm not for anything that deals with liquid or moisture. Apparently, she hates.
I don't get the moist thing, man. It grosses a lot of people out. I'm like, eh.
Yeah. So I was telling her about something. It was in no way perceived. I was like, this situation, this thing got wet, and she's like, you could not say that word to me, and I'm like, and now I know. We'll write it on the list of things you hate.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's easier just to be like,
oh, Mac's listening.
The list of words you're cool with, Mac, is shorter at this point in time.
What are we at? Girthy, moist, wet. There was one other one, too, that bothered her. Good morning, Rhett.
What's up, Rhett? I got about 3.5 minutes coming out of some Foo Fighters. Don't forget Foo for Bonnaroo. Text us the name of the song. Your chance to score 3-day passes and hotel for Bonnaroo.
We choose the winner for that next Friday.
Yep. So, yeah, you got top of every hour Monday through Friday, not over the weekends because that's when we do the 20th anniversary weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So Monday through Friday, this week and next week, top of every hour, Foo Fighters song. So a chance to enter yourself in the contest.
Getting a bunch of texts in right now from people.
Oh, good. Reached out to Kelly Borders, my tattoo artist.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow I go in. I'm like, we good? Gonna need anything from me? She's like, I'm prepared and ready to go.
Oh, awesome.
So on my way home.
Do you have a 4-hour appointment or do you have a...
It's a 3-hour appointment. So it's like I had an appointment. I got bumped up. So, I mean, I wasn't supposed to... She's always packed. I mean, uber busy. I mean, it's like you book a spot and then 6 months later you get to come in. I mean, super busy. So I wasn't supposed to go in for my first appointment until July.
Okay.
And somebody canceled. So she's like, can you make it? I'm like, yes.
Cool.
So I come in now and then I think July is my next appointment.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm super excited to go back in. Yeah,
it's not a full sleeve. It's just kind of an up and down on your leg, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so it's like I said, they're tall hat characters. I don't know the best way to describe it. So I mean, the potential is there to go as big as she wants to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was saying we should be able to knock this one out in 2 or 3 settings.
Yeah, so. If that's the case, then they're probably not. It's probably not all the way up your leg. It's probably like 6-inch guys.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. See what she does. I'm excited regardless.
Wanda's kids are not being nice to you. Speaking of rude things your children say. Only if your daughter said that to you a couple days ago, we could have used it for content. Damn it.
Look at that guy, motherfucker. I got about 1.5 minutes.
Oh, behind the scenes stuff. Beer for breakfast. I got the email from Carly Wiggins, former Southbound person. Now she's currently with United Distributing. She has given me the thumbs up on attending Beer for Breakfast.
Oh, cool. We got Chris Hummer from WSAV. Texted you last night. Haven't heard back yet, but I emailed or I texted Vinny from Sponge, lead singer. So the last album they released is called The Beer Sessions, and they've done some live streams they called The Beer Sessions. They had a bunch of videos of breweries. So they're actually going to be in studio Friday prior to the show on July 3rd.
Right.
They're not going to make it in the morning. They're going to come in a little bit later for an acoustic set. And I'm like, Beer Sessions, beer for breakfast. I'll grab some brews, play some music, talk some beer.
Sure.
So hopefully they're down for that. I'm still waiting to see.
So are we doing that, or is Billy doing that?
It'll probably be us.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
The one issue maybe I may need to be down.
That's fine.
There.
We'll make it work. We'll be back. You can join the Connor and Marshall Horde right now on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, you can listen to the show, download the app, get us in your in-home smart speaker, and check us out at rock1061.com. Right now, looking for your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? Now, this didn't happen personally to me, but I was living in the house. A buddy of mine bought a house. Me and another guy rented a room from him.
Sure.
So basically all lived in the house together. We're all about 20 years old. We all met in college. Now, I was closer to the guy who bought the house. The other guy, we were all in a class together, and he was the only other one that was willing to chip in. You know, we're like, all right, cool, fine. We'll let Dan move in.
Dan.
So Dan moves in. So Dan and I have bedrooms upstairs. Mike, the owner of the house, took the basement. Now, it was an old school, not complete, like finished basement. But he had the bedroom down there. They're building walls, but they weren't quite there.
Mm-hmm.
So he and his partner were down in his bedroom, kind of, you know, fooling around. They stop. They look over, and they're like, is that Dan standing there watching us? They're like, no, it can't be Dan. So they're like, mood's done. Stop fooling around. A few minutes later, they hear the door to the kitchen upstairs open and close. So they're like, was he down here watching us, like, do stuff? Now, the washer and dryer are downstairs, and it's all kind of one big room. So they're like, maybe Dan was doing some laundry. We came downstairs. He didn't know what to say. Things got awkward. You know, maybe. A few weeks later, they go back downstairs again. They start fooling around again. They look up, and they swear they see Dan standing there.
Atop the stairs?
No, down in the basement.
How do they not know he's right there?
It was dark.
Okay.
And I mean,
like Stephen King's It? Did they just see his red eyes?
He was just there staring at him. This time they yelled out, Dan, what are you doing? And he's like, laundry. And then he went upstairs.
Wow.
So creepy Dan, he just was watching. He was curious, I guess. I don't know, but he liked to go downstairs and watch them two fool
It's like
around.
watching animals make love in the wild, man.
I don't
just
know.
Stop and stare for a minute. You're like, oh yeah, actually, do you?
It
Literally, do you?
I don't know. Thankfully, Creepy Dan was only there a couple months after that because I think he realized you're creeping everybody out. It's a vibe we don't want in this place.
That's kind of a vibe what I would be like,
Yeah.
you need to leave now, not in a few months. Well, we already got some great stories from the chat earlier today. Phil goes, I once had a roommate in college who was straight up awful. Thank God it was only for a semester. He would come home every night messed up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, slamming doors and being loud. He left his dirty clothes on the bathroom in a huge pile that smelled so bad that the smell stayed for months after he left. And one time he had a random chick live in our dorm room for an entire week. Luckily, he got kicked out because he spent his tuition on partying downtown, and I'm pretty sure he was a coke dealer.
Okay, obviously a very bad coke dealer
Right.
if he spent all of his money.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not very good with money at all. Probably
No.
was participating in his own product, which is never good, which I've learned from mostly Johnny Depp movies. Charles actually dropped in a story as well, saying in college, one of my roomies was a good friend from high school. He had this girl that leached on him. She hardly showered and would spray her jeans down with Lysol, then put them on. Gross. Gross.
That's disgusting.
I mean, it is a cheaper and effective way than doing laundry and much faster, but just Lysoling your jeans is not washing your jeans.
All right, we're taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? More of your stories coming up, including a great phone call. So if you got a story, call, comment, and text now. 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Here's Seether.
Morning, guys. Morning, Gibby. Nice of you to show up finally.
Good morning, Gibby.
I've got stories from Jeremy, Wanda, and Bob still. And then we have this phone call whenever it pops up.
Rock 1061, hello. Hello, Rock 1061.
Hi.
Hi.
It's Meredith.
Hey, Meredith, you got a story for us?
Yes. I was working on Tybee a few years ago, and a couple of guys that worked in the kitchen, I realized they were sleeping in their car. They were banned,
Yeah.
So I didn't want them to do that because it was July, and it's hot in Georgia.
Yeah.
So I allowed them to come sleep in our guest bedroom. And about 3 days later, my husband had to go into the room and go, "This is soap. This is a washcloth.
Oh.
This is a shower that is in your room. You can use it." Because when I walked past his door, it literally smelled like vomit had made a baby.
Oh, my God.
It was awful. It was awful. And we had to throw away the bed when they left.
Oh, my God.
That's how bad it was.
Those Charlie Brown stink lines penetrated
They still have the van going, though.
Oh, good for them.
They're still making it. I think they got a van now that they live in.
Hopefully they got air conditioning in the van.
I mean, hopefully. But that's my only story, besides my roommate in college who would walk around with a box of tissues, blow her nose, and drop them on the floor.
Oh,
And I would be
gross.
like picking them up with tongs.
Ugh.
No.
People are the worst.
Right? Awesome.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you for the call. Thank you. You too. Bye. All right. We'll save that for round 3.
Okay. Once again,
Do you want to start or end with this phone call we got here?
let's start with it.
Okay.
Let's start with the phone call, and then I've got, let's see. Wanda's includes drugs. Jeremy's includes creepy bathroom behavior. And Bob's includes just bad roommates. Let me do Bob and Wanda's story here.
Okay.
You good on that call?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just checking to see how it started again. All right, so I'll reset briefly, play the call, come out of that, read those.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, guys, we're 30 seconds out from jumping back on the air here.
All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. This morning, we are taking your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? I think we've all got a story. We've got a call right now. What's the most annoying thing a house guest has ever done with you?
Here to Savannah, and I had a friend that lived here. He told me I could live with him till I got on my feet, and come to find out, dude stole my resume and was in the midst of stealing my identity.
Whoa! Oh my God!
I was getting some weird vibes from the guy, and I put some feelers out and found out he sold my resume and was trading himself off as me, and then moved out. A year later, he was hit by a car over here on Abercorn on the south side. That was one weird thing. Another weird thing happened. I let my cousin stay with me one time.
Right.
When I lived up in Michigan, and I woke up in the middle of the night to a really weird sound. And I went out in the front room, and the dude was taking a on my TV.
On the TV?
My cousin. My cousin. I mean, he was drunk off his ass.
Yeah. That was the next question.
But, man, I grabbed him by the head, and I lived on the second floor. I drug him down the stairs and threw him out. By the time I got to the bottom of the steps, I had woke my landlord up.
Oh, no.
And he was, like, irate.
Right.
But that's probably the last time I ever saw my cousin either. So, hey, weird roommate story.
Yeah, dude, wild stuff right there.
Now, I've heard of drunk people like peeing in a garbage can or opening a closet door thinking it's the bathroom, but peeing on a TV, I've never heard that before.
That seems vindictive.
Right?
Like people peeing in the corner or against a wall, like I've heard of those stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, peeing on my TV, I'd do more than just throw you out, beat you senseless. On the chat today, Bob actually chimed in with a story. He said, oh, man, had a guy live with us in college for a couple semesters. Didn't pay us rent, didn't help with groceries, and then would spend each night telling us how women shouldn't be in the military. He was the worst.
Dang. Yeah, see, you don't want that in the house.
You don't need the bad mojo.
No,
when it comes
not
to
at all.
Idiots like that in your life. Wanda chimed in as well. She goes, I once lived in a trailer park, not by choice, extremely young and naive. I ended up having friends of my half-sister stay with me. I noticed the undercover cops staking out my trailer. Then I knew them because of my job at the gas station. He goes, they came in one day and said, we're watching your trailer. We know you are not the one doing it, but your roommates are smoking crack and dealing drugs out of your trailer. If you don't want to go to jail, you might want to get them out ASAP.
Yes, please. Get the hell out. All right, we are taking your calls, comments, and texts. 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? We got more of your stories and calls coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. All right, I'm going to have to edit up this call, guys.
We'll just be off the chat for 60 seconds. We'll be right back.
All right. All right. Check. Thank you, guys. Got to edit up Tales from the Bar. Forgot to do that this morning. Now we got about 30 seconds. Hop back in. Wrap up call, comment, and text segment of the show.
Start off with the reset, the call. I'll do Jeremy's story, and I'll do mine, and we can wrap it up.
Sounds good. All right, be right back. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you?
And a couple of guys that worked in the kitchen, I realized they were sleeping in their car. They were banned,
Yeah.
So I didn't want them to do that because it was July and it's hot in Georgia.
Yeah.
So I allowed them to come sleep in our guest bedroom. And about 3 days later, my husband had to go into the room and go, "This is soap. This is a washcloth.
Oh.
This is a shower that is in your room. You can use it." Because when I walked past his door, it literally smelled like vomit had made a baby.
Oh, my God.
It was awful. It was awful. And we had to throw away the bed when they left.
Oh, my God.
That's how bad it was.
Those Charlie Brown stink lines penetrated
They still have the band going, though.
Oh,
So,
good for them.
They're still making it. I think they got a van now that they live in.
Hopefully they got air
But-
conditioning in the van.
I mean, hopefully. But that's my only story, besides my roommate in college who would walk around with a box of tissues, blow her nose, and drop them on the floor.
Oh,
That would be
gross.
like picking him up with tongs.
Ugh.
No.
People are the worst.
Right? Marsha, have you ever been the roommate from hell? House guest from hell?
Well, one instance. So my buddy had a hot tub in his basement.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I take a girl down there, and then, we do stuff. Well, one time I told him about it, and he freaked out.
Really?
He drained the hot tub. He, dropped bleach in it. And I'm like, dude, we didn't do anything that bad. He's like, no, I must clean this. So I think I was probably the roommate from I moved out shortly afterwards because I
that's
mostly
awesome.
felt bad. But we did get more stories from the chat. Jeremy actually said, "Morning, guys. One of the weirdest things a roommate of mine did was he seemed as though every time I would go to the bathroom, he would knock on the door and want to ask me questions, which is a big no-no in my household.
I hate that.
And I have zero tolerance for any unless the house is on fire or something died, like that I loved. I do not want to be talked to in the bathroom. Well, he goes on to say, he goes, I would also get questions in the shower. He would just knock on the door and always want to talk to me. He goes, just creepy and no privacy. We only had one shower and bathroom, but still just way too much for me. I had to move out within 3 months. Gross, dude. I mean, yeah, without a doubt. Don't talk to me when I'm anywhere close to the bathroom. It's just something you don't do. I want that. It's like a moment of zen for me.
Yeah, bathroom's my time.
Moment away from everyone. I also had, it's a story I shared a few months back, but I had a house guest. He's a former coworker of ours. His name's Leaf. I'll drop his name. I don't care. He came over and he was wasted.
Yeah.
He was drunk, and I did not really want him over at my house, but he still came over to my house. He went and used the restroom, and I didn't see him for like half an hour. Turns out he flooded the toilet. Apparently, this dude needed one of those poop knives, and I am not a poop knife equipped household. So my bathroom is flooded. He's so drunk, he falls into my shower so that he rips the shower curtain down, messes up the drywall. He comes and gets me. He's like, I've made a mistake.
You think?
I gave him some towels. I'm like, throw them in the shower and I'll clean it all up later. It was just a terrible situation.
Is Leaf welcome back at your house? He comes knocking on your door. Do you let him in?
See, here's the thing. I'm a guy, so I'm like, yeah, you messed up. You good. I don't think my wife would allow him back in the house right now. It would take some take some stuff to happen for him to be allowed back in my house with my wife's knowledge.
All right, you can continue to comment and text now, 800-394-1061. What's the most annoying thing your roommate or house guest has ever done while staying with you? Comment and text 800-394-1061. Still got Tales from the Bar coming up to end the hour, but coming up next, if you haven't heard about it, we've got a 20th anniversary concert going down. All the details in a few. Here's Ozzy and Under the Graveyard, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. All right, guys, real quick, I got to finish editing up this Tales from the Bar, so be right back.
Buttons are hard. A-Dub operating on 2-hour power nap, doing the cells sounds like a coke bender. Possibly.
All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Of course, this is the 20th anniversary year of Rock 106.1, and we get to throw a big old party on Saturday, July 3rd. We've teamed up with Connect Savannah. We've got the Rock 106.1 20th anniversary concert. Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and local guys Lilac.
Yeah, tickets go on sale this coming Friday, 8 o'clock. Just $25, but we're selling only the first 500 tickets for $25. You're like, oh, why are they doing that? Because we're evil geniuses. Because not only do we want your money, we want you to have a good time and save a few bucks, but we want you guys to know that we love you, or at least 500 of you.
So after that, we'll release another set of tickets at a certain price, and then there'll be the final price leading up to the show itself. But, I mean, I'm just happy that the first big show we get to send people to after this pandemic
is our show. Yeah. It's kind of an ego stroke for us.
Oh,
mostly.
It's totally an ego stroke, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah, our parent company, Dick Broadcasting, was just like, here's a couple $100,000. Just go throw yourselves a show. And we're like, really? Like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, just go ahead. We've had a good year. Go do it. And I'm like, all right. So we did.
Now, I know some people have messaged kind of jokingly, is Wes going to be okay? Because, you know, he had a couple rough years there with Puddle of Mud. But Wes is clean and sober, has been for a couple years now.
Yeah, I think almost 2 years now.
And the guys are super excited because they're planning more shows in 2021. And this is like their kickoff. This is like one of the first shows they get to do. They're super excited. The guys in Filter are pumped. Vinny and our boss, A-Dub, Vinny from Sponge, they message back and forth all the time. That dude is stoked to come to Savannah.
Awesome.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, I haven't heard from Sponge in quite some time, so it's cool they're a part of our show. And there's so many songs from Sponge that you don't realize you do know.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun to see them up on stage, because I don't think I've ever seen them live.
I saw them years ago. They're phenomenal live. But yeah, like you said, their album Wax Ecstatic is so underrated. It is such a good album. If you need to listen to it to gear up for the show, definitely check it out. But the 20th anniversary concert for Rock 106.1, of course, with Connect Savannah as well, goes down Saturday, July 3rd, Trustees Garden in Savannah. It is an outdoor show. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning, 8 o'clock on the Rock 106.1 website. First 500 general admission tickets, just $25. Get all the details right now on the website or the Facebook page, Rock 106.1.
All right, we got a call coming in. Let's see who it is. I hope it's Vic. I haven't heard from Vic in a minute.
Been call heavy today. I like it.
If it's Vic, he's going to be asking for tickets to the show.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. Rock 106.1, hello. Hello, Rock 106.1.
Press the button.
It is pressed.
Oh.
Rock 106.1, hello.
Buddy Vic.
Vic.
There it is.
All right, so one for one so far in your predictions.
Show me some love, hook me up with some tickets to this badass concert.
You know what?
2 for 2.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure, man. We'll hook you up with a pair of tickets.
For real?
Yeah, why not?
About 3 of them, because I'd like to bring my little buddy Chris.
No,
him and Dylan are really
Vic.
knocking it out.
Vic, you don't call us
Just
every
me
day.
and Dylan.
If you called us
Just
every
me
day,
and Dylan.
if you called us every day, I'd give you 3 tickets. But you don't. You call us like once a week now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you're calling other radio stations. I don't know. You get 2 tickets. I'll give you 2 tickets. How about this? Buy 1 ticket, and I'll give you 2 tickets for free.
All right.
All
Sounds like a winner.
Friday, 8 a.m., buy your ticket.
All right, brother.
What else is going on? What are you doing?
I'm actually on the way to work.
Hey, tell us.
We had a good month last week, so I better go to every day this week so I can get my bonus.
Nice.
Hey, you got a story about a bad roommate you want to tell us?
No, I never had any roommates, man. I'm not too sociable a person.
You're a lone wolf.
You know? Yeah, I've had a couple of friends stay overnight and be drunk and shit and throw up my carpet and shit, but other than that, nah.
All right.
You know, but, you know, I'll be there for you.
All right, Vic, if we want, you have to come do some stuff with us on our live stream during the show if I give you 2 tickets.
All right. Well, that's cool.
And will you do a stage announcement for us?
Sure, man.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, we'll hit you up.
All right, we'll be in contact, Vic.
All right, brothers.
All right, see you, man.
Bye.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
You nailed that prediction.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to give like our name tag to Vic and let him go up on stage and like announce Lilac or Sponge or something. It'll be awesome. Like, no, actually, you'll just go up with Vic and be like, "Yo, what up? It's me and Marshall." it's just Vic.
Nobody.
I fucking love it. I love it.
He'll just be you all day.
I love it. I'll just hang out backstage drinking beers. I don't do shit that day. It'll be awesome. Yeah, it'll be super good. No, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll give Vic two. I just want Vic close to us that day. I think it'll be a good day for Vic to be out.
Better for everybody if we keep an eye on Vic.
Yeah. It's actually, for humanity in general. It's good that we keep an eye on him.
It's for your own safety. All right, I'll be right back.
Good stuff there with Vic. We need a buddy system set up for him. We probably do. Wanda, you should probably keep an eye on him. It's one of those things where you should just stand behind him like 10 feet at all times just to make sure he's not getting in any trouble. No, you're not. I don't know what you're talking about, A-Dub. We probably should get a cattle prod for Vic. That may be the only thing that would actually stun him. He may not even react from that. Vic needs the monkey backpack with a leash. Hey, if we got money for it, can we just buy one? But seriously, we should put Vic up on the stage. It would be hilarious. Vic looks exactly what you think Vic looks like. I mean, just straight up. Like he is, he's a really cool guy. He's worked at Rankin Transmission for years. He used to work on the one over here on Mall Boulevard. And that's how we first met him. He would win prizes from the radio station and come in, and we just talk to him. And he is as big a character as you think he is. He looks exactly kind of like how you think he is. He works at Rankin Transmission in Rankin now. He moved over to that location, and he does pretty well for himself. So we love Vic, man. He's just a crazy old guy. Got great stories. Vic, I think, would listen to you. It depends on how inebriated Vic is. Sober Vic, very, very manageable. Drunk Vic, that's why we have security guards. I imagine Vic is the construction worker neighbor guy from Office Space movie. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. I bet he smells like car grease. He's got a particular smell. I'll let you guys find that out if and when you ever do meet Vic. Hopefully, most of you guys will be showing up to our July 3rd show, and then you could definitely meet him for sure. We may even do like a little meet and greet booth just for Vic. I think that would be awesome. We'll put him on the schedule. It'll be like meet and greets for like Puddle of Mud and this band and this band and this band, and then Vic's right in the middle for like an hour. That would be awesome. Yeah, so later on today, it's my anniversary with my wife today. 9 years. We were married in 2012. I thought it was our 10-year anniversary, and I was like, I'm going to go check our wedding, certificate thing, marriage license. I was like, oh, 2012. Well, I'm on brand. I'm terrible with math. So, yeah, 9 years today. We got married because we got drunk. We were at a beer festival. And my wife has back issues. She got ran over by a car when she was a child, so she has like issues with her spine. So we wanted to get her on our health insurance. So we got married, and then we realized she couldn't come onto the insurance until like the open enrollment period in December because America has such great health insurance. So anytime, any point, anyway, we were living in Vegas at the time, and I was working for another company. Anyway, got her on. Perfect. She had back surgery like shortly afterwards, and now she's great. Vic will show up after the meet and greet, and like he does with calling in about stories. Yes, he would. Yeah. If I told him it was like 2 o'clock call time for a meet and greet, he'd show up about 3:45 and then wonder why no one was there. I think the group will get to do something cool at the show. Yeah, probably. I don't make any promises yet. We're still 2 months away. Although I did get a great deal on porta potties and barricades yesterday from a local company. Once we sign that contract, I will give them big props. But sometimes it's hard to find, great partners to work with. And yesterday we happened to come along some great people that we plan on working with here in the future for this show and hopefully future shows. You all right, pal?
Yep. All right, got my tablet. Gonna have to start working on top 5 soon. Top 5s, everybody.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and are we playing?
We're gonna have Tales from the Bar coming up in like 30 seconds.
Are we gonna intro it?
No, it's set to go.
Okay,
I can pump it through the stream though.
All right, guys. So we're gonna play Tales from the Bar. It's like 5-6 minutes long. We're not gonna talk during it because the story's so good. You have to hear it, especially on the stream. And then after that, we're gonna do our top 5. So start thinking about your top 5s for the week. We'll talk about that, and I'll chat with you guys on the stream while the audio is playing. But it starts here in 5 seconds. 4, 3.
I'm going to have to go live
2
to make that work, so I'm going to kill us.
1.
061.
Goddard Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Tales from the Bar, back for another tale. Yes, Paxton and Alex, they're the hosts of From Behind the Barcast. Alex is behind the mic this time. It's time for you to tell just a great story. What you got?
Oh, no pressure. Jesus. It better be great.
Well, I mean, Paxton did such a great job.
Well, Paxton killed it.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, he's the second chair.
What are y'all listening
Now
to?
you gotta follow this
Are we
up.
in the same room right now?
We are.
He's got headphones. There's no way he's listening to what this guy just said.
I've been listening to music for the past 2 hours. You kidding me?
I wanted to.
NPR, actually.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Audiobook about breathing.
Sometimes I forget.
This story is why you don't drink and drive.
Okay, that's good. Cautionary tale.
We're not going to name this guy for obvious drinking and driving and maybe legal reasons further down in the road.
Paxton.
No, this guy actually, we'll refer to him as Yosemite Sam.
Okay, I like that.
And if you know anything about Yosemite Sam, he puts his feet and his hands wide out wide. This is what my friend looks like after 3 beers. And he starts hobbling around like he's about to have a gunfight with When he goes full Yosemite on you, just don't ever tell him anything important. You know he's not going to remember. Mm-hmm. He also does the David Blaine, the disappearing act, where he has like 4 beers past the Yosemite Sam, and now he's David Blaine. He's gone.
Ghost you. I love it.
So we're all hanging out at the bar one night, 4 or 5 of us, and Yosemite Sam comes walking up. So we already know he's halfway to David Blaine. And we look over, and per usual, Yosemite has Blained out, and he's gone. So we go hang out a little while longer, a few hours go by, now we're all a little toasty. He comes walking back up as if nothing has happened. He hasn't seen us once this whole entire night. He's back to Yosemite. We're about halfway between Yosemite and Blaine again. So he's like, hey man, I can't find my car. And I'm like, well, that's probably for the best right now because you barely made it here. But let's talk some more. Like, where is it?
Yeah.
And it's downtown Savannah. So if you know anything about that, the first thing you tell the cops when your car is lost is like, do you remember where you parked it? Like, you probably put it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So we go walking around trying to help him, everything else. And his car is not in his normal spot. So at this point, I'm like, all right, you do usually park here, whatever. But he's still walking sideways, everything else. And I'm kind of looking at him thinking he just did drugs because there's dust all over his shirt.
Dust.
But did he do drugs or just drop them all in the front?
Again, you never know. You never know with this guy. He disappeared. You know, I don't know what happens in those times.
Does cocaine explode? I don't know how cocaine works.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like an airbag went off or something on him. So we're like, hey, man, like, let's call the cops. Like, F it, you're not driving. Like, they can't get mad. Yeah. So cops pull up. Hey, my car, it's reported stolen, or it's going to be reported stolen. And they're like, first question. Are you sure you parked it here? And they're looking at him like, why is this dude looking for his car? Next thing you know, cop kind of steps to the side of that little radio, shoulder leaning like they're on the phone or something, talking code. And he comes back and he's like, I think we might know where your car is. So we go walking out, not 2 blocks down. You can see all the police lights down the street.
Oh, Christ.
Well, we go about halfway down the road. Cop puts us in the back of his car, takes us down to where it is, and we get out. And he's standing there with his keys in his hand. His car is crashed into a pole. The door is wide open. Like, he's literally got the keys in his hand, airbag dust, not cocaine. all over him. Everyone has put this together but him. He's the only one who doesn't get what's going on.
Christ. Who parked my car here? What happened? How did this happen?
He's so just blatantly confused. They give him a police report, tow his car. We're all standing there. The cop even gives us a ride home. And I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be home right now. I want to be at the bar telling this story.
Yeah.
But he's like, dude, like, I got to go to bed. And I'm like, really? Like, you couldn't disappear this time? Like, I got to hang out with you the whole night? So next day, hey, buddy, will you ride with me up to the police station? And at first I'm like, heck no, man. Absolutely not. I want no part in this.
Yeah.
And then I tell him the story, and he's like, wait, what? I'm like, dude, you've still got your keys right now. Like, this is probably what happened. He's like, man, I don't know. I will tag along.
Back out with no memory of this?
Not a screenshot of the cops. Like, just woke up with a police report and like no recollection.
Wait, and he didn't get arrested?
Still covered in airbag dust.
He didn't get arrested from the night prior? They just took him home?
They didn't have any proof.
Oh my God.
They had obvious proof, but not like no one saw him drive. But the airbag dust didn't do it.
He is David Blaine. He's invisible.
He David Blaine from the accident. Nobody.
Dude.
And he wasn't. Yosemite's not fast, so he's walking down the road about 2 blocks, made it all the way back to the bar. Probably went and looked for his car for a little while. Everything else. As the cops are just searching, little do they know there's a guy stumbling around just wearing a cowboy hat. So we go to the police station. We're sitting at the counter, and we go up, and they've got, like, the bulletproof glass, whatever, and the guy's like, hey, just, like, sit over there, because he's supposed to be, like, filling out a statement. I'm like, dude, what statement are you going to get these people? Except I don't know what happened.
I was hunting a wabbit.
That silly wabbit got real juicy. So as we're sitting there waiting, and I'm the mean friend, so he's getting paranoid. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, what are you going to do? What's going to, like, I'm not helpful at all. I'm just tagging along for the show. The dude that's supposed to be, I guess, talking to us walks out and is like kind of around the corner, and you can see the edge of him, and he's telling the other cop a story about how this idiot crashed his car, obviously walked off, everything else, and is supposed to be coming up here to talk to him, and then immediately comes around the corner and is like, hey, I'm Officer Who's-a-Whatcha, blah, 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 blah. He comes back there, and the dude's like, I'm going to give you a ticket for reckless driving. He's like, and that's it. He's like, and you can just go. And that's why you don't drink and drive. They couldn't get him on anything. He's like, as much as I would love to like deal with this for a very long time and like know you as a person, I can't do anything.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is the dumbest people that get the best luck.
Connor, you seem flabbergasted.
I'm still blown away that the guy just got a ticket for
blown away.
How is that possible?
It's just when you have the powers of David Blaine, it's possible.
Between that and a Looney Tune character, everything's possible.
They didn't know who to book.
Rock one.
All right.
All right, so coming up next, we have in celebration of Cinco de Mayo, our blindfolded taste test of Mexican peppers. Something we should be well-versed in, you would think.
I think so. I would think. I don't know, though. I think it's going to be hard.
The last time we did a blindfolded taste test, it was around Easter time. We did the Peeps when your daughter came in and tested us, and it didn't go well.
No, we sucked at all of that.
Yeah.
I think we maybe got a pity one that she gave us.
Yeah, we have the palates of a 90-year-old man who has dementia. So that should be fun. Speaking of, I'm going to run out. I have to grab a couple things so Mac is set. She said she'd be here at 7:45 yesterday, just to be clear, when we were talking about this.
Well, that's not going to happen.
She texted me and said 1 minute ago saying she'll be here in 2 minutes. So heads up there.
We'll see. All right, so still to come through the rest of the show. We've got the blindfolded pepper taste test. We have got Are You Smarter Than the Community College Dropout Trivia? Max sticking around for Chicks on Dudes. And then, of course, Marshall's Music News to wrap up the show. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it immensely. Can't wait for tickets to go on sale for the show this Friday at 8 o'clock. We'll definitely have something for you guys. Chance to win some, just like stream-only stuff here soon. So we'll set that up. We've got, let's see. I think I said it on the stream. Vinny from Sponge, the guys from Sponge, are actually going to fly into Savannah on the 2nd, on the Friday before the show. So they're going to stop by the radio station for a live acoustic performance. They've got something, their last album was called The Beer Sessions. They did a bunch of videos called The Beer Sessions, the breweries. So we're going to see if they'll come in studio for kind of a little later beer for breakfast as they're playing some music. Still waiting to hear back on that. This Friday, Chris Hummer from WSAV. She is one of my favorite people on the planet. She's coming in on Friday, just a super nice person. And she's like a producer, does some on-screen stuff as well. So she's going to be in for beer for breakfast. I think she's bringing her camera guy in as well. She's going to film something on us that hopefully will air on SAV. So that's pretty cool. So more details about that as we get closer. That's coming up on Friday. And then tomorrow on the show, we'll have Hefe, the new music beta fish, to select a new song for us. Get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout and more. Don't forget, if you ever have a question for Mac, for Chicks on Dudes, you can email the studio, kmshow@rock1061.com. Happy to read those questions on the air. Let's see. Yeah. So I think we'll be good to go. It's a good Wednesday. Good Wednesday. Flying by as always. Most of these peppers I'm not overly worried about from a heat standpoint. There is 6 of them, a jalapeno, and then there's a habanero in there, which, is never pleasant. So that'll be fun. But the thing is, we haven't talked about it, but I don't think we have to eat the whole effing thing. We're just going to go in and take a bite and try to taste test it. The guys from Behind the Barcast podcast, super funny guys. We've been playing their stories the past few weeks. So if you like what you hear, please feel free to check out their podcast. Very, very funny. All kinds of stories. They work out at Huckapoo's on Tybee. So if you're out there, be sure to tell Alex and Paxton hi. Tell them we sent you. Doesn't get us anything, but just cool stuff. Thanks, Wanda. Appreciate that. I thought so too. All right, so Mac is here. Ready for our blindfolded taste test. That's coming up in, 5-ish, 6-ish minutes. Of course, got Foo Fighters top of the hour, Foo for Bonnaroo. Want a chance to score those tickets? Text us the name of the song at the top of the hour, your chance to win. I believe it's 2 hours in already, man. 2 hours in.
I come back to a comment with Gibby saying, nice flow, like an amazing shit. That's funny.
Gotta love.
Were you rapping?
Gotta love an amazing shit.
Were you rapping in here while I was out?
Maybe.
Glad you were staying busy. Yeah. I'm not saying this is a really great thought out idea. This was a thing I said out loud on Monday. I'm not looking. Do you feel incredibly rested right now? Can you throw Mac's mic on?
Had my alarm set for 7 o'clock. I was going to eat dinner and then be in bed at 9:30. And you know what? I just take naps, all right? Let's just leave it at that.
Why'd you go to bed at 9:30?
So I could get up at 5:30 today and be here at 8.
I wake up at 5 a.m. I don't go to bed till like 10:30.
Not your problem.
That's your problem. Waking up at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Damn.
All right, so how's this going to work? We got about a minute and a half.
So we'll do 3 peppers on each side.
Okay.
So as soon as you press everything and get us on the air, we'll start the process. We'll put our blindfolds on.
Okay.
Boom. And then Mac will hand it to us.
Okay.
Hand the peppers to us, and then essentially at that point, it's just like what we did around Easter. We just kind of guess what it is.
Sure.
And then what she will do is when we have the blindfolds on, she will actually hold up what the pepper is to the camera. I've printed out what the pepper is on the camera. She'll hold that up, the one she's giving us, so everyone knows while we're eating it. Mac sounds a bit grumpy. Grumpy Mac.
Too much sleep.
Yeah, maybe you're too well rested.
You can never have too much sleep.
Gibby says good morning. Wanda says good morning.
Good morning.
The peppers smell delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can smell.
You can smell them?
Yeah.
I smell nothing.
They smell good.
Yeah, I don't smell anything. You sure that's pepper?
Either that or a stroke.
Okay.
Is something burning?
A pepper. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, so we'll just set up what we're doing, and then we'll do 3 peppers on this break. We'll obviously play a song, and we'll come back with the other 3 peppers that we're doing. These are all Mexican peppers that we're taste testing today. Blind taste testing. Maybe Max should try a pepper. She refused to. That's why I did not buy her any.
We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show on the Rock 1061 app. Download that for free on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, rock1061.com. Now, it is Cinco de Mayo, and you came up with an idea earlier this week.
It was like on Monday.
Yeah, where we would do a Mexican pepper blind taste test.
Yeah, I want to celebrate the culture of Mexico, and I think there's a lot of peppers. And then after I got looking into it, that I've just never tried. At least I can't remember trying.
No, there's quite a few. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. I love peppers. You know, I'm not saying I love eating habaneros because they kick my butt.
Right.
But I love peppers, so I think this will be fun. A nice little smorgasbord of peppers.
Yeah, so kind of like what we did with our Easter Peep Challenge, kind of the same role, but Mac is taking the place of your daughter.
Yep.
And she will be our host of this pepper contest. So we're going to try 3 different peppers right now, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back and try 3 more. But what we're going to do is put our blindfolds on.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right, good to go. All right, so Mac's going to select the peppers. So we don't know, obviously, what we're going to be handed here. Tell us when we're ready.
Do I look cool?
You look totally cool.
Yep.
Yeah. You look dope, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You look way better with that blindfold on.
Wait, is it because you have the blindfold on I look better? Maybe that's it.
much. Okay.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I've picked the first one.
All right.
Okay, so what Mac's going to do is she's going to hand us the pepper.
Well, I'm showing them which pepper.
All right, well, yeah, show them which pepper. Okay, I have the pepper.
Okay, I don't. Oh my.
It's very girthy.
It's like a baby's. It's like a.
Yeah, it's so girthy.
It's like a baby's arm.
Do you eat a lot of babies' arms?
I just didn't expect it to be that large.
Mac is hopefully holding up a piece of paper now that is telling everyone on the live stream. Everyone on the live stream what we're eating. Are you doing that, Mac?
Yes, I am.
All right, we ready?
This would be a great time to give us the middle finger.
Yeah, right. I know
for all the bad stuff we've done to you. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat. Cheers.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
That is a nice, mild pepper. This is one that if you are a fan of stuffed peppers, This would be perfect for that. So I've got my guess. I've got my guess.
Yeah, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I think this is the poblano pepper.
Agreed. Poblano.
How we do?
Correct.
All right.
Hold on, can I lift the... Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to lie. The size kind of gave that one away.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not your fault, man.
That's what she said.
Never
right.
to me.
Let's see how we're doing. Taste testing pepper number 2.
All right.
So many.
Well, yeah.
I bought 6 peppers.
Well, you could have gotten them out of the bag.
Hey, you know what the coolest thing is to do? Put all your peppers in the same bag and then just tell Kroger they're jalapenos.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, that's what I totally did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got all these peppers for like 20 cents yesterday.
All right. So
Don't eat them yet.
don't eat them yet?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now you may eat.
Okay.
All right. Cheers. Ooh.
Oh, that's got some spice to it.
Yeah, it does. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good. Okay, I like that. The heat's there. It's not overwhelming or overpowering, but it's definitely a nice bite.
I hope I got it correct.
Oh. And it's got some heat to it. I'm going to say jalapeno.
I'm going to go Serrano.
Cotter got that correct. Marshall did not.
Ah.
All right. All right. Ooh.
All right.
All right. What?
Oh, God. Don't look
Hold
at
on,
the
I'm
screen.
just
What's going on?
I'm just lifting up
He's
my
cheating.
blindfold real quick.
He's
I'm not. How am I
cheating.
cheating? I'm not looking at anything. I was just looking at the chat real quick to see if there was anything we needed to answer.
All right. So we're going to do one more, and then we're going to take a break.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up the answer and then give you the pepper.
Okay, do that.
All right.
Once again, we're blindfold taste testing Mexican peppers, celebration of Cinco de Mayo. I'm wearing my sick Jacksonville jumbo shrimp,
Okay.
Like
Don't
Cinco
eat it.
shirt.
Don't eat it yet?
Oh my
And
God!
don't
this thing
eat
is
it yet.
gigantic.
What the heck, man?
And now, okay, now I'm ready.
What is this?
What did you buy?
I don't know.
Did you go to Sunset Novelties? I don't know what this is.
We go from children's arms to that. That kind of show.
Cotter's having a moment today.
I must be. All right. Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's really good too. There's not a lot of heat on that one.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's really good. Oh man, what is that? I don't know what that is.
I think I got an idea. Cotter, you go first.
I don't know yet. Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Take another bite of it. It won't look weird on camera at all.
Take another bite.
What's up, dog?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't even have a guess because it's not a jalapeno. I don't know.
I know this one. I think I know this one because it's the only one I don't really know from all of them. I think this is the Anaheim.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
That is correct.
Nice
All
guess.
I messed up that Serrano and jalapeno. Now I know. I know. All right. Okay, so that's the first 3. We're killing it.
We're both 2 for 3. So coming up next, we'll continue our blindfolded Mexican pepper taste test. Here's Pretty Reckless, and So It Went. Rock 106.1.
Oh man.
Okay. The Anaheim, yeah. It's weird. It's like a non-spicy jalapeno.
Greg, I didn't expect it to be that large.
I didn't. It was
Also what she said.
It was very large.
Jeremy said something. It's upside down. I have no idea. Glad we can read in reverse. Oh, is your thing?
That's not my fault.
Yeah, let me see. Hold it up real quick. Let me see if your camera's in reverse.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I don't know why your camera's in reverse there. Here, let's unreverse it.
It was so when they looked at whoever they were looking at, it came across right, I think is what it was. I think that was the reason behind it.
Uh-huh.
There, for your reading pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Greg says if Marshall bought the peppers, then he knows what's in the bag. Yeah, and so does Cotter.
I know too. He gave me the list.
Yeah.
But they're all mixed up.
But it's not like we eat Mexican peppers every day, so it's a blind taste test. Screw you for trying to poke holes in our little contest, Greg. Why don't you get your ass in here? Bring your dog, too. Cotter hates dogs, as you know.
What? I love dogs.
No, those brought
Greg
to
took
that.
offense the other day when we were talking about unwritten rules of the bar about bringing dogs into the bar. You brought that up, and you're like, hold on. I brought a dog into the bar when I saw you guys last.
That was different.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so about 2.5 minutes. Come back.
Sean says that poblano pepper was the Girth Brooks of peppers.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate that. But well done.
Yeah, you know Girth Brooks. He's on your radio
Stop.
station. Sorry, Garth. Oh, was it Garth the whole time? I forgot. My bad. All right, so we have 3 more peppers we're going to try here in just a moment. With Mac, thank you for coming in early today. Thank you for coming in later than you said you would come in, though. You said you'd be
I know
here
I was like 7 minutes late, but
you said you come in at 7:45. You got here at like 7:57.
you told me to be here at 8. So technically I was early.
Do you always lie and bullshit with your eyes closed? Because that's just what you did.
Yeah. Now you know.
Uh-huh.
Under 90 seconds.
Greg says, I like peppers, but I'm no expert, but I do like them. I guess technically I'm a cultivator of peppers now. I'm growing ghost peppers and banana peppers in my house. And jalapenos.
Why didn't you bring ghost peppers? That would have been funny.
Because I don't have ghost peppers yet. They're still growing.
Can't you buy them?
Yeah.
Like you did the rest of these?
They're not technically a Mexican pepper, though, right?
They're not a Mexican pepper.
That was the guidelines for this blind taste test.
Yeah.
Well,
It's Cinco de Mayo.
You said there's one in here that's not technically a Mexican pepper.
Well, technically, habanero peppers, they say, are from South America, but they were so well known and cultivated in Mexico. A lot of people consider them to be Mexican peppers.
There you go.
That should be Torture Tuesday.
Oh, I've done it.
oh yeah.
I've done it. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds.
I forgot.
Also, don't try to test me on pepper
I'm
knowledge.
not testing.
Mac?
That
was an embarrassing moment for you.
No, it wasn't. I was just reiterating what you taught me before this. Thank you.
Trying to hit me up, tell me I'm wrong.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Happy Cinco de Mayo. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, we're doing a blind Mexican pepper taste test. We're both 2 out of 3 so far.
Not
we got
too bad.
3 more peppers to go. Of course, Mac in studio from Bob 1069. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in early.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
And ministering the peppers for the blind pepper taste test.
Everyone thinks on the chat that Mac is grumpy this morning.
I am not.
That sounds like a
I'm not.
perfectly normal thing to say.
I think you just kind of proved everybody's point there.
After being accused of being grumpy? Yep,
Wow.
no big deal. All right, so here's the deal. Cotter and I are going to put our blindfolds back on. We'll be completely sightless for the rest of this challenge. Like Cotter said, we're both 2 out of 3 on the guesses. Do we look awesome with these blindfold on?
Sure.
You got to talk into your mic. You're missing
Sure.
it.
Hold on.
You're missing it.
Okay, sorry. Am I right here?
There you go. Much
Okay.
better.
Sorry about that.
You're away from it again.
Okay.
This blindfold's a bad idea.
Okay, no, we're fine. Shut up. We're
So
fine.
what's-
Well,
Here we
people
go.
want to hear you on the air.
No, Cotter, shut up. We're fine.
I'm showing everyone the answer. You're going to have to give me just a second and let me do this quickly because, well,
Okay.
well
All right.
whoever, Marshall, I blame you.
No, it's cool.
We got 3 more peppers to go.
3 more peppers.
What are you doing over there?
Stop.
Why is there so much noise? Are you opening a can?
So much that came out in that bowl.
What?
That's not awkward at all. All right,
Okay.
so it is the blindfolded pepper taste test. Mac is getting us the next pepper. There's a bowl.
Okay. I have the bowl. We have the bowl
and
in
there's
our hands.
I know
Okay.
what this is already.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Whenever you're ready.
All right,
Wow,
here we go.
okay, so we're trying. Okay, let's try this. Could you stop making noises like
stop.
you're making love to the Chipotle peppers?
Well, you said what it is, but I
Yeah, you
agree with
did.
you. That's totally what it is. It's Chipotle.
Yeah, I knew what it is because it was in a bowl. It's very hot.
I questioned that at the beginning too, but who am I?
So Chipotles are basically, I think, jalapenos that they spice up with certain things. And that is,
Chipotle pepper
Is
is its own style of pepper.
okay, whatever it is, delicious. Loved every minute of it. Chipotle is one of my favorites.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready for the next one. Bring it
It
on.
had so much spice to it.
Give me one moment. I'm trying.
She's
Okay.
growing the peppers.
All right,
It
here's
is
the
Currently
answer.
growing the peppers. Everything is fine.
Here's the answer to everyone on the screen.
So it is the blindfolded Mexican pepper taste test.
I got like all the spice on
Really?
that last one. Yeah, it is bad.
Oh, I know what this one is.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, dear Lord. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Cheers.
it's very hot.
Well, the next one's not going to be any better. I hope you're ready.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, that was... Oh.
I think we both know what that one is.
That was the habanero, guys.
That was the habanero. Holding it up for the stream. Hopefully you guys can see it. I don't know where my camera's at.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right, good enough.
Bring on the last one.
All right.
All right, when we're prepared to go.
And the very last one is
Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Yeah, we should have. You know what we should have done? A blind margarita taste test. Would have
Yeah,
been
that
way
sounds-
better.
yeah, that sounds
next
nicer.
year. Next year.
Future us problems.
All right. Cheers.
Oh, those are girthy. Why are you so big?
You buy it.
You did buy it.
Well, I bought it because I don't have anyone else on the show to do anything. It's just me and Connor.
All right. Jalapeno.
Yeah, that's correct.
You okay?
It's like Mac hates us. She left all the spicy stuff for the second half. All right, can I take my blindfold off?
Sure.
All right. 5 out of 6. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Oh, so hot.
5 out of 6.
Jesus.
glad it wasn't me.
What? Mac, why do you hate us?
Bought the peppers.
We got some extra ones if you want to
I'm
try
good.
it. You sure?
I'm good.
Try the rest of that habanero.
I'm good.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Foo for Bonnaroo. I'm going to go get a water or something. And we've also got Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout coming up. This is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Wow.
Mama said I love those two.
She loves habaneros?
No, she loves y'all. She doesn't really care for peppers unless they're bell peppers.
We love you too.
Are you talking about Mac's mom or the pepper? What are you doing?
What?
It's like some weird cannibalistic, like you just stacked dead bodies on dead bodies.
Pretty much.
Oh my God. I mean, you poked it in there and everything.
Sorry.
Did you even take a bite of that big one?
Yeah.
Ooh. Those Chipotle peppers in adobe sauce, they were so hot.
So if you take those and you blend them together with some sour cream,
Yeah?
it is an awesome thing to just put on tacos, burritos, or anything. It's delicious.
Were you done with your Chipotle?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. My mind is melting right now. Hold on.
Ew, I got it on my finger.
That's it. I'm gonna say it.
Sean asked a great question. What would be considered a Mac attack? LOL.
You don't want to know.
You guys made Mac so happy. They are so lucky that Mac is nice. Blindfolds on. I'm replacing microphones with dildos and taking photos that they try to talk.
Yeah, Chipotle's pretty spicy.
Did you try it?
No, I got it on my finger. So
You're not,
Well,
you're not
good
feeling any
news-
of that heat, Cotter?
No, it's fine now. I mean, the habanero. I mean, obviously, no offense, guys. I was not eating that whole thing. So I took a bite. That was bad. The Chipotle was fine. That wasn't overly hot to me.
I don't know. I must have hit like a seeded part.
Yeah. No, the habanero had some bite.
Sean goes, do math, Marshall, like right now. 9 plus 6 is 15. There, I did math. Woo.
Okay.
Wait, did you have to do it? Oh, man. Whew.
At least your sinuses are good to go.
I was actually thinking about hitting a smelling salt before we did that, but now I'm thinking I definitely don't need it.
It's been a minute since we've done a smelling salt.
You want to do a smelling salt?
No, I'm good for now.
You sure?
Yeah. We'll save those.
What is the smelling of salt?
Now, if Mac wants to do a smelling salt,
Am I going to throw up?
No. You will not throw up at all.
So do you know what ammonia is?
Sure.
Right, like cleaning solution ammonia. So this is essentially concentrated ammonia in a little capsule. You snap the capsule and you smell it, and you're supposed to do it prior to you working out. So if you look, these are actually for sport. They're sport ampules. So essentially, when you're like lifting weights, you like take a shot of like smelling salts, and then you like go crazy, like it amps you up, so you can work out harder.
So you can give that one a try. Maybe we won't throw up. It's not anything like that.
No.
So is it like snorting coke?
Yes, it's essentially like snorting cocaine.
You just break the packet and then you sniff. You don't.
Is it going to get all over me?
No.
It's not like an airbag.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, what you do is, you just snap it like a Slim Jim, and now smell it. Get on camera. Get on camera.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I can't believe she did it.
I feel like I need to wash my eyes out. I have a nosebleed.
Oh, that made my day.
Gibby goes, "You guys are monsters." She was giving the double middle finger. Are you awake now?
No.
Are you okay?
You'll wear that smelling salt. Go. I'll hit it.
I knew it's going to be bad because I crushed it and it burnt my fingers.
All right, we all did smelling salts. You weren't the only one.
You got the full. She got the full brunt of it though.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh God, I can't keep sniffing. It's there. It's still there. It's lingering.
That was awesome.
Oh, that was so funny.
Greg goes, "I like Mac better now."
I inflict pain on myself for your pleasure.
Yeah, that's pretty much our
You
whole
can
show.
have that shit.
Here, let me wear the cap.
You do it.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Mom.
I can't believe you did
look,
that.
Look, Mom's what we're doing that to Dad on Christmas.
On Christmas?
Oh no. Birthday. It's coming up in August.
All right. Yeah, you can borrow one. Just make sure it doesn't crack in your car or something.
Oh. Oh, I'm hurting. I can see clearer now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It wakes you up.
Yeah, so smelling salts are incredible. Yeah, sometimes like when we just get bored in the morning, we'll just crack a smelling salt.
Sure.
That was cruel, but awesome.
Oh, it wasn't cruel.
It's going to get clipped and on YouTube. Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to start a new video series called Mac Takes Drugs. And it's going to be time after time we make Mac do smelling salts. Marshall says, "Now smell it." Mac proceeds to jam the smelling salt up her nose.
I mean, it was very close.
Did you tell Mac that she may have killed some brain cells? No, we were going to let her figure
That's
that out.
rude.
Let her figure that out on her own.
It's not very nice at all.
Yeah, so here's the sheet of peppers I printed out and took to the store yesterday.
Okay.
Habanero is not on here, but once again, whenever you think of habanero, you think of every time you think of habanero, you think it's a Mexican pepper. So I did some research. It is from South America, but apparently it was popularized in Mexico.
Okay.
I did put it at the bottom in pencil under orange balls. Just so I knew which ones were which. Okay.
So have you ever had a bolo pepper?
Which one is that?
It's the bottom one. I've heard of them, but I've never actually had one.
I literally, the rest of them, I would have bought every pepper on here, but I couldn't find the rest. So like, I couldn't find ancho, Colorado, the chili seco, the bola, any of that.
Okay.
I think I saw a bola plant at the store the other day, though.
All right, we got about 2 minutes. Yeah, I want to say the left-hand side, the right-hand side of that list, I think are the left-hand side peppers dried. I think that's what that means.
Or what?
I think so. The peppers on the left,
so like all the jalapenos and
yeah,
stuff?
so those are the peppers, fresh, fresco, and then the other side, I think those are all like spiced and dried versions of the.
Oh, you're probably right.
I think that's what that means.
Just by the shape of them, yeah. I would say that is correct.
Oh, you're probably right. So sorry.
Are you watching our live stream, although you're literally 2 feet away from me?
No, I'm telling on y'all about the salt.
I can't tell if Mac is a good sport or incredibly naive.
The answer is yes.
I can concur. Yeah, I concur with that.
All right, we got about a minute, just a real quick break about food for Bonnaroo, and then we'll come back and we'll get ready for some trivia.
Someone said it buffered. I hope I can go back and watch.
Oh, the reaction buffered? Yeah, you should be.
I'm sure it's fine. It's probably just buffered on their side.
Machine, yeah. But you should be able to go back and watch, no problem.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. It hurt.
Yeah, it's
still
awesome.
Stinging.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
I feel like I need to blow my nose.
You're just ready for the rest of the day. You're welcome.
Yeah, my foot hasn't stopped moving.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out today on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, you can check us out every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Now, at the top of every hour, Monday through Friday, this week and next week, got your chance to get qualified to win 3-day passes and hotel for Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo is ridiculous this year. 3-day festival up in Manchester, Tennessee, in between like Chattanooga and Nashville. I mean, the lineup is ridiculous from Lizzo to Tyler, the Creator, but the Foo Fighters headline Friday night.
It is Foo for Bonnaroo. So we got a Foo Fighters song at the top of every hour. Like I said, this week and next, Monday through Friday. Whenever you hear that song, just text us the name, 800-394-1061. You do that, you're going to have a shot to win those 3-day passes and hotel for Bonnaroo. It is Foo for Bonnaroo. All the details on the website. It is rock1061.com. Coming up after Aaron Jones, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. Rock 1061.
Gibby, don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. But I did.
All right.
Sean, Marshall, and Mac. What else can I say but you're welcome? Have we done our top 5? It's a madhouse here. Yeah, the show broke down there for a minute. Let's get back on top of it, guys. We're going to do our top 5. So start dropping in your top 5s while we're playing trivia, and then we'll go over all of your top 5s while we're getting through that process. All right, so once again, setting up for trivia here in just a moment.
We got about 2 minutes. I think mine's relatively easy.
Whenever you say something like that, it's usually not.
There are a couple multiple choice ones, and that could just trip you up just because they're multiple choice. I think the rest of them are all right.
Yeah, I've got 3 multiple choice on mine.
Oh, Wanda's top 5. Buy my concert tickets on Friday. Yeah. Spend time with family. Nice. Attempt to set up my exercise trampoline again. Good luck. Go to a baby shower, get my second vaccine. Nice.
That's a solid top 5 right there.
Very solid. Kind of taking care of everything. Sean, top 5 for the day or the rest of the week. Up to you, man. However you want to do it.
Yeah, usually the top 5 is like the top 5 things you've been working on at this very moment. But if you want to, future cast yourself with your top 5, feel free.
All right, got about 1 minute left. Come back. Get somebody to play some trivia.
We're crossing our fingers for you, Chuck. Charles. Chucky Charles.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so, and notice no sexual pursuing the hubby. It's because he said he wouldn't go to the show with you, and that's the problem. He's off the list this week. Way to go, husband. She goes, that's right.
All right, I'll be right back. Who's ready to play? Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort, because now is the time to call and play. 800-394-1061.
Today we have another $25 gift card to River Dog Brewing. All you need to do to win it is just call. Be the first person in, and you win that gift card. Plus, you get to take us on in 7 questions, 60 seconds. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Good luck.
Call now, 800-394-1061. It's all brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Greg asked if we call in, can we play against Grumpy Mac?
I'd allow it. Here we go. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Skyler, man. What's up, brother?
How's it going, sir?
Pretty good. How about you, man?
Not too bad. You want to play some trivia today?
Yeah.
All right, who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
I'll take on you. See if I can do it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. You said his name was Skyler, right?
Yep.
All right, Skyler. So here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. And don't mind me as I stall for time, getting my stopwatch out. Here we go.
All right, good luck.
All right, so once again, your time will begin after I ask the first question. If you don't know the answer to any of these questions, say pass, and we'll come back to it if you have enough time. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. At what wind speed does a tropical storm become a hurricane? Is it 73 or 74 miles per hour?
74.
That is correct. What was E.T.'s favorite candy in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
What was what?
What was E.T.'s favorite candy in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
Let's come back to that.
A fathom is how many feet? 5, 6, or 7?
6.
Correct. What did Bob Ross specialize in doing?
I don't know.
We'll pass on that. We'll go to the next one. Name one U.S. state that ends with the letter O.
That ends with the letter O? Ohio.
That is correct. Question number 6. Heineken beer originated in which country? The Netherlands or Finland?
Finland.
Incorrect. And your final question, which U.S. state is nicknamed the Pine Tree State?
What state? Pine Tree State? I don't know. Colorado? Florida?
Incorrect. All right, man. Here's the deal. You got 2 out of 7 correct today, Cotter. All right, so here's the deal. Skyler got 2 out of 7 correct today. Skyler, hang on the phone line for us. We're going to put Cotter to the test with those same exact questions.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Let's see. Sorry, Skyler got 3 out of 7 correct today.
Okay.
Yep. And yep. Okay, cool. So, Cotter, here we go. Your time's going to begin after I ask the first question. If you don't know the answer, say pass. Here we go. At what wind speed does a tropical storm become a hurricane? Is it 73 or 74 miles per hour?
74.
That is correct. What was E.T.'s favorite candy in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
Reese's Pieces.
That is correct. Question number 3. A fathom is how many feet? 5, 6, or 7?
5.
Incorrect. Question number 4. What did Bob Ross specialize in doing?
Painting.
That is correct. Question number 5. Name one U.S. state that ends with the letter O.
Ohio.
That is correct. Question number 6. Heineken beer originated in which country? Was it the Netherlands or Finland?
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed either of those. Netherlands?
That is correct. And your final question, which U.S. state is nicknamed the Pine Tree State?
Pine Tree. Oregon?
Incorrect. All right, Cotter, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct today, taking Skylar down.
Skylar, good match, man. I got the win, but you're still picking up the gift card.
Where do I go?
All right, Skylar, we're actually going to call you right after the show. So what's going to happen is Cotter's going to jot down your phone number real quick.
Got it.
And then we're going to call you after the show. I'll give you all those details, all right?
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Skylar. Thank you for calling, man.
Yep.
See ya.
All right.
Skylar had a little help in the background. I'm sure a lot of people noticed that. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers real quick. Question number 1. At what wind speed does a tropical storm become a hurricane? That is 74 miles an hour. What was E.T.'s favorite candy? That's Reese's Pieces or Pieces, depending on how much of a douchebag you want to be about saying it. A fathom is 6 feet. Bob Ross specialized in painting. Name one U.S. state that ends with the letter O. Colorado, Idaho, New Mexico, or Ohio. Both of you said Ohio.
Okay, fair enough.
Question number 6. Heineken beer originated in the Netherlands. And yes, the U.S. state nicknamed the Pine Tree State is Maine.
Really?
He guessed Florida. I was like, the Sunshine State. Come on, bro.
All right, we'll play again tomorrow. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Call in around 8:30, your chance to play. It's all brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, as always, I'll update you guys. Jesus Christ, Marshall, fucking talk. All right, so here is the deal. Cotter is going to turn off the mics. He's going to edit that audio, and I'm going to stay on and chat with you and update you on our current records. There we go. My brain works.
Well played. We'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out during that short break. Cotter wrapped up the editing of that audio. It should be playing here in just a moment. Cotter's record moves to 11 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. My record still stands at 16 wins, 3 losses, and 5 ties. And as Charles pointed out, he's still 1 win, 0 losses, and 3 ties against us. Hey, Greg, make sure that you message our Facebook page, the Rock 1061 or Cotter and Marshall Show page. The number that we got from you was like this weird work number. I tried calling you yesterday, and it like went through to wherever you work, or I don't know, or we got the wrong number. But make sure to message us your number so I can call you on your prize. Sit on my desk with your name on it. I just don't have an address to send it to. All right, guys. So once again, the audio that you heard us do a little bit ago is on the live stream right now.
No, it's not on the live stream right now.
Or excuse me, it's on the air right now. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
We're on the live stream right now.
Yes.
So we got some time before we hit up the 9 o'clock hour. So the show kind of wraps up with Chicks on Dudes. Got 3 fantastic stories / questions, which are kind of both stories and questions for Mac. And then after that, we'll do Marshall's Music News and wrap for the day. Cool. Skylar's phone number. Got that. Anyone else watch Matt Heffy with his stream? New stuff he has going on is freaking great. No, I haven't seen that. I know he's been doing a bunch of live streams. So Matt's the lead singer of Trivium.
Okay.
So yeah, I know he's been doing a ton of live stream stuff. Lots of cool new stuff. Speaking of live shows, obviously we got our anniversary show coming up on July 3rd. But coming up on May 17th, I believe is the date, John Corabi is coming to Victory North. John obviously has had a storied career. He was with Motley Crue for an album, remember that?
Yep.
But he is coming into town to Victory North. So I've just been talking to the guys over at Filthy Nasty Productions yesterday, which is still one of the best names ever for a company,
really
Filthy
good.
Nasty Productions. So they're bringing John Corabi in. So he's an amazing show. My friend actually back home in Peoria, Illinois, my buddy Brent Stortzum, he's actually opened up for John Corabi quite a few times because John Corabi tours the Midwest quite a bit because I think he's from the Midwest somewhere. But he tells me great things about John. He told me he's incredible live. So just a heads up that John Corabi's making his way into the Savannah area. If you want to check him out, you can get more details on his show at victorynorth.com. But those tickets are for sale right now, too. I wish he was coming in. I think he plays on a Thursday. If he was in on a Friday, I think he could be a pretty interesting beer for breakfast guest.
Agreed.
But I don't think he's in at that point. So that's kind of a bummer. But the stories he has, I'm sure, with those guys are pretty incredible.
Right. All right.
So how did so you took our Bob 106.9 truck through your daughter's drive-through graduation?
Yeah.
Did you turn the lights on? Did you play the sirens? How'd it go?
We did. So I started telling this story, just the difference between my kids. My oldest, completely easily embarrassed, doesn't like this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when we did my oldest's senior walk, we brought like a poster, but there were parents that had big heads and all this stuff made out. And my youngest is like, I want big heads. So he got her big heads for her graduation stuff. So we hopped in the truck. I was driving. My youngest, the graduate, was in the passenger seat. My wife and other kid were in the back seat. So my wife was holding the big heads, out of the window.
She was holding both?
Yeah, because what you did was you just basically pulled into like a roundabout, and then you just kind of went through a line in the car, and you said hi to everybody, and you grabbed all the stuff you need. So she was holding those out. My other kid was holding this sign that said Arkansas and Woo Pig Suey, whatever their little thing is.
Interesting.
So we had the lights going, and there's no volume control in the siren part, and it is loud as F.
Yeah, it's very loud.
So
it's an emergency siren.
So I hit it just a few times, just real quick, because we were pulling in and everybody's in this like overhang. So I'm thinking that's going to go through there and just blow everybody away.
Echo, yeah.
So I'm like, just a couple beeps here and there. But yeah, it was fun. It was they're playing music, handed a bunch of stuff out, got a cap and gown and all of her honor stuff.
So
and
was it a graduation?
It was
or
a pickup. It was just literally pickup. The graduation, they're actually having a graduation this year.
Okay.
It's going to be, normally they do it at the Civic Center and indoors. This year, they're going to do it at Savannah State at the stadium, do it outdoors.
Oh, cool.
And instead of, just a free-for-all and you can kind of bring as many people as you want, you're limited to 3.
Gotcha.
So
it works out for your family because there's only
perfect.
3.
Yeah. So that goes down April 18th.
So, Mac, you were laughing at the Arkansas Suey thing.
What is it?
I was laughing at your reaction to that.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think I've really heard about that. I mean, you're from
Woo Pig. Woo Pig.
Yeah.
What it is. I don't know.
You're closer. You're closer to Arkansas. I used to live closer to Arkansas. Did you get a lot of that? Did you hear a lot of Woo Pig?
No.
What is
This is from the football game. So it's a big woo. Wooing. Pig Suey.
You can't let your daughter go there.
Too late.
You can't let your daughter go.
She accepted and turned down everything else.
Can she call someone back? That chant is absolutely devastating to nightmares.
Now, as a shock to no one, with my sports knowledge, my daughter not a big sports person. So I told her go to a game. I mean, you should go to one. Just
go to all of them.
Just experience whatever you want. So I don't know. I don't know if that'll be her thing or not. But I'm like, go. Just experience the whole thing. It'll be awesome. You'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, she'll make some friends. She'll go to a couple football games.
So
it seems pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Outside of the devastating, nightmarish Woo Pig chant.
Woo Pig.
Suey.
Yep.
Suey.
Well, it's like when you're out, and I'm assuming every college town is like this, but when you're like in Lincoln, Nebraska, if you go into a bar and say "Go Big Red," you will have everybody stand up and go "Go Big Red." I mean, it's stupid.
It's like the Ohio OHO.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah,
Auburn's like that too. I'm not an Auburn fan. Let me just reiterate that.
You've made your thoughts known about Auburn. How much do you hate Auburn on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't hate any. Okay, I don't hate Auburn.
You hate Auburn.
I don't hate Auburn.
You hate Auburn.
They suck, but I don't hate Auburn.
They suck. How much do you hate Auburn?
I don't hate Auburn.
Okay.
Solid 6.
6.5?
Maybe.
Where does your hatred from Auburn come? Just their football program? Their colors? Their existence? Their
rivals and all the, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I don't know. I'm not a, Gibby goes, a strong dislike. Yeah, at least a 6. I was never a college football fan. I was from the North. There was nothing to get excited about. We had the Illini. Remember their football program?
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
What is Illini? I'm serious. What is Illini?
The Illini.
What's that?
So it's the Illinois football team.
Okay.
And they are called the Fighting Illini.
What is the Illini?
It's a Native American term. I mean, Illinois is named because of the Native Americans who used to live there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't quote me exactly on this. I'm not a historian of Illinois, although I did live there. But yeah, they're called the Fighting Illini, and I believe the Illini were a tribe of Indians who lived in the area.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Well,
how do you say it again?
Illini.
Illini. I never cared for college sports, so I don't know. I was never a college guy because there wasn't a lot of college sports around me. I was always a pro guy out of Chicago, so.
Oh, it's spelled like Illini.
Do you pronounce the S in Illinois? Just asking.
No, Illinois.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's okay. I'm sorry. It just felt like that.
Is it Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada.
Yeah.
Just
Yikes.
like Colorado is Colorado for me.
What is it? What? What did you just say? What the hell did you just say to me? Say it one more time.
That reaction. It's like Colorado is Colorado to me.
Is she saying the same thing? Did I take it?
Colorado?
Yeah.
Colorado.
Rado. She says Colorado.
I say Colorado.
What the hell do I say? Now I'm questioning
You
everything.
said Colorado.
Colorado. Colorado. No, I say Colorado.
Yeah.
Because it's
Colorado.
rad. Because it's rad is.
Well, look. Don't at me, okay? I'm just saying it how I say it.
Colorado. I don't know. Sometimes I do catch myself in the middle of the day just doing an impression of you. I want you to know that.
Oh yeah, I caught it this morning.
I just do it for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Every time I think of South, I'm like, I just think of Mac.
Thanks. I like your reaction to that. You were just like, wait, what?
You know, because Colorado is Colorado. I think it's rad. That's why I say it like that.
I've never been to Colorado. I would like to go.
There's mountains there.
I know. Apparently snow.
I got high and went to a museum once.
I'm sure. Doesn't surprise me at Colorado.
And then I overdosed on weed at my sister's house while
that's not
watching
funny.
a movie. I mean, you can't really overdose on weed.
Well, you just said that term, and I don't. It's sad.
Well, I overdosed in the way where I couldn't move.
Okay, so you were really, really, really high.
Well, yeah, I took an edible and then I sat down on the couch. We were all watching a movie as a family, and then I was sitting next to my wife, and then I realized that the couch ate me, and I couldn't move anymore. And I was just like this.
That's scary. I would have freaked out.
Too much of that edible.
No, the thing is, you couldn't freak out
Because you couldn't move.
Yeah, you were so paralyzed. I overdosed on weed. So yeah, so when eating edibles, make sure to watch your THC count.
I got 2.5 minutes, guys.
Apparently, mine's like 15 milligrams of THC. That's where my happy spot is.
Okay.
Go any higher? Ooh. That's why they tell you, like, when you get a weed cookie, an edible cookie, like, eat like a quarter of it.
Yeah.
And then wait like an hour. And if you think you need some more, then eat some more. Don't eat the whole cookie. That's a bad idea. Because your brain's like, I always eat cookies.
Right.
I usually eat 2 or 3 cookies.
Right.
Why wouldn't I have at least one edible cookie? Bad move. That's a rookie move. Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Weed was just never my thing. I tried it multiple times. I just didn't like it.
Well, when you go to Colorado, you are going to go there. Did I say it right? You're going to go there, and you're probably going to try the edibles.
On accident?
Yeah, they give them to you when you get off the plane. So.
Hawaii gives you a lei. Colorado just gives you.
Here's a red velvet weed cookie. Have a great time.
Welcome.
Yeah. Try not to trip out when you see that giant blue horse with red eyes outside the airport.
That's scary.
It is scary.
In the past, I've twitched.
Yeah, we're twitching right now.
Like I would physically twitch. That's why I couldn't drive. My foot would twitch.
Oh, when you did weed?
When I did the weed.
All right.
Yeah.
Your mom just finding out about this?
No, she knows.
Oh, okay.
Mom knows a lot more than you would think.
I found that out. All right, guys, we're a minute away from Chicks on Dude. Speaking of, wait, I always mix up the chicks, man. There it is. Chicks, man. I
got my droid stamps yesterday. My Star Wars droid stamps.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering.
It is cool, Marshall.
No. I was wondering about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did.
You say I'm a nerd. Jesus.
I got 1 sheet to frame and 2 to use sparingly.
Wow. And
you have to earn that droid, not just anybody.
Wait, hold on a second. You're single? What? I'm going to frame the droid stamps.
We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, you should. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show on the Rock 1061 app. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or on the website, which is rock1061.com. Still in studio. Been hanging out for the past hour. We got Mac.
Mac, you look so grumpy right now.
I really am now.
Is it because
I just got shamed for collecting stamps.
What are you, 97?
Shut up.
When was the last time somebody really collected stamps?
I don't know, but it was Star Wars and I wanted them, and my dad's a postman, so why not?
Oh, I mean, you can't get a deal. It's not like a family discount.
No, but I won't have to pay for them.
But you also mentioned that you were going to frame.
I am going to frame one sheet and use the other 2 sheets sparingly.
So I
never send mail.
Okay, so sparingly, do you mean just because you send it so infrequently, or whoever gets the droid stamp?
Oh, they're a special person.
Has to be deserving. Right.
Yes.
So
especially if you get one of those BB-8 ones.
Jeez. Okay, we have to get past this.
All right, guys.
Feel attacked.
Chicks on dudes.
So do we.
That's why we're here.
Pew pew.
If you have a question for Mac, you can email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Let's dive right in. Are you ready for the first question?
Yeah.
All right. I'm a 33-year-old virgin who's never been in a relationship or a real official date. Trust me, I know all the stereotypes that go along with this, and I honestly don't fall into any of them. I blame nobody but myself for this, as it is only my problem and a very fixable one at that.
That's true.
Anyways, I have always been a shy guy, but have drastically improved on that over the years and still have a very active effort to keep improving. Do you have any advice to boost my confidence in myself and get out of this virgin rut?
Go get laid.
Sue-wee.
That's easier said than done.
Like, how does this dude build his confidence? I mean, he doesn't really state that he's a fit guy or a good-looking guy, so he needs to get a personality, it sounds like.
It sounds like he keeps bringing up the stereotypes. I feel like that's an issue for him. Like, he says it's not an issue, but I feel like secretly it is.
Okay, maybe it is.
I don't know. Just how does one get laid? Basically, is what he's asking.
And you don't have an answer for that.
What's the secret?
What is the secret?
What do you mean? There's no secret.
Send her a BB-8 stamp.
Ooh.
Not me. Not me.
Send her 2?
Oh, there you go. Stamps. Ooh, send her ones that aren't used.
It's a very large letter.
Yes.
Yes.
No?
I feel so attacked. I'm never doing this again.
You'll be back next Wednesday.
I agree with you, though. It sounds just like a confidence, maybe, but it sounds just like a personality thing.
Yeah. It sounds like he needs to get out and just like go to a bar and make a bunch of mistakes. Like we did the unwritten rules of the bar.
Yes.
You know what? Go out and just interact with people. And I think make a bunch of those unwritten rules mistakes, and then you're going to start learning. You'll build that confidence. You'll go back, and then you'll become essentially the norm of cheers at that bar, and then you'll start get to knowing people. You'll build those social skills to get up in many more ways than one, and then talk to someone from the other sex or your sex of choice, and then maybe sex may happen in or around you, and that will break.
It may.
In or around you.
Yeah, that will break your virgin rut.
So many puns in that.
I think
my head hurts.
I broke Cotter right there.
I'm sorry.
Are you saying to go to the same bar?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it's like practicing. It's like going to practice. You always practice at the same stadium, the same baseball field. Go there, get your bearings, build your confidence.
Get your feet or other things wet.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
She grossed herself out.
We added wet to the words that Mac hates.
So practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Go out there and let yourself hang out, but not like that.
No. That will not get anything.
Yeah, you get you kicked out.
Except trouble. All right, coming back, more Chicks on Dudes with Mac. If you ever have a question, email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Here's Bring Me the Horizon and Teardrops, Rock 1061.
Craig goes, I made tons of mistakes. You have to learn through wrong decisions. Other things wet? Ha ha ha. Oh, Gibby with the double whammy right there. Moist feet. Moist feet. How do you feel about that? That combo.
Feet does not, regularly bother me, but whenever you put that word in front of it, no.
Speaking of feet, you know who hates feet? Jake Thompson. It's awesome that we all know that about Jake Thompson.
Well, you sit by him long enough, learn a lot of things.
He's an open book.
Yeah.
He's something. All right, so we got 2 more stories for Chicks on Dudes that we're going to come back with. Cotter, you want me to take 2 and you'll take 3? You want to do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Craig says there is a wrestling show next Friday. Are you ready? Like, are you specifically asking if we're ready? I'm
ready.
I'm going to go ahead and say no because I had no idea.
Yeah, it's going down at Coastal Empire Beer Company.
Oh, I know that place.
With Coastal Empire Wrestling.
That's a lot of coasts.
That's a lot of coast and coastal
Same
empires.
coast or different coast?
I think it's the same coast.
Okay, nice.
I think it's all part of one big coast-ish empire.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, are they owned by the same company?
No.
Different companies.
Different companies. But
lots of coasts.
Smart branding.
Jeremy says, I'm confused. Like 33-year-old virgin and needs advice on how to get laid? Like, what world has he been living on? Dude, some people, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Some dudes, some girls, some whoever's, they just need a little advice.
Yeah.
And we're here for them.
Yeah, but I kind of get his point.
Some people aren't as sexy as you, Jeremy. Sorry. Not everyone's got the game that you got.
But yes, Craig, I'm ready for wrestling next Friday. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a minute since I've been able to go to one of the shows. So
Are you wrestling? Are you going to impromptu wrestle?
Just hanging out.
I can't say that one. I'm going to show Mac. Should I feel like I should.
I don't know. I would not hand
How about
that
this,
card.
Mac? If
I
there
want to
is,
see it.
there's a lot of naughty things in those cards over there. If you would like to look at them later, you can.
Oh, that may be the funniest one yet, guys. Oh dear Lord.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh man,
we got under 30 seconds.
See, those are so cool.
Here, let me show everyone. These are the oh crap.
We'll be right back. Hanging out in studio with Mac. It is Chicks on Dudes, Cotter and Marshall show. This is a chance for you to ask Mac any question that maybe you just can't ask somebody in person. So you can email the show your question, kmshow@rock1061.com. Marshall, do we got story number 2?
Sorry, Mac was just showing me her Star Wars collection. I put it up
No, it's not my collection yet.
Oh, so you're going to start a collection?
Yeah, I might.
Oh, cool. All dudes would love to see your stamp collection. All right, here's our next question for you, Mac. Hey, chicks, when I get in contact with a girl from the internet, maybe for like 8 out of 10 girls, I have to always carry the conversation. I absolutely hate doing that, especially the very pretty girls. They suck at conversations. Not saying all of them, but a good majority of them. Conversation should be two-sided. When it's only me asking questions, that just doesn't work for me. So girls, chicks, is there a reason that some of you don't ask questions? Are you trying to play hard, or am I just having terrible luck?
It could be that they are playing hard to get, or it could be that they're not interested. That's just speaking from personal experience. It's been both in personal experiences.
Why wouldn't you just cut off the conversation then? Why don't you be like, dude, shut up. This ain't going to happen. Bye.
Well, here's my thing, because again, speaking from personal experience, if I didn't want to hear from them again, I would just simply block them.
Okay, makes sense.
It works.
The block button does work, yeah.
Maybe she just sucks at conversation. I suck at conversation at first, but I mean...
That's a big problem because you're a radio host.
Well, it's different.
Right.
I'm behind a microphone. It's a little different.
Yeah, you're only talking to thousands of people.
We're not talking about me, so...
But on personal experience, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that women get more messages on the internet and dating apps than guys do.
Yeah, I would think so.
I'm guessing there is a lot more people they're going to have to try to juggle and keep up a conversation with. It's probably easier for us dudes, because they're probably the ones sending the messages, so they want to engage in the conversation, where women are probably getting so many of them, or potentially to get more of them, they're just like, I don't have the time, I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah.
That was way too logical. I think this guy's just possibly dumb. Maybe he's just saying some real dumb stuff.
I mean, that could be true.
Yeah. And he's like trying to talk to girls about like mathematics, which would automatically put me out of the conversation. Or maybe he's trying to bring up, the favorite sports team, and she has no cares in the world for it.
Well, I mean, it's like, how many emails do you get? And then how many do you not respond to? There's a lot I just don't respond to.
Oh, here at my job, I answer 1 out of every 10 emails.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. It's that sort of situation.
I ignore all of yours, and only Aaron, our boss, I respond to.
But it's that sort of situation. I think, in cases, you just get so many, you're just like, it's not even worth my time. I'm just going to ignore it.
It could be.
And it doesn't help him out at all. I mean,
I don't really know how to help him with that because
it doesn't help. Go for more,
online
up
dating
the number.
Sucks. I'm just kidding.
Maybe he should just not have. He shouldn't have conversations. He should just respond with "sup" for everything.
He should hit up that 33-year-old virgin and hit up the bar, not together. Obviously, that's just weird.
Or maybe together. Honestly, maybe these two people need to hang out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they need to get together and persevere.
Rise above the hate.
You can do it.
Huzzah, horde, huzzah.
All right, we've got one more question for Mac. All right, here we go. A lot of my friends have adopted this kind of persona. They try bragging to girls about how they stole something from a store and make up crazy stories about how they elude cops. Most of the girls that they tell these kind of stories to just laugh and say, wow, really? But is it actually found to be cool at all?
Yes, totally.
No.
Yes.
No. What does that do? They're not saying, wow, really? They're saying, wow, really?
Well, I'm a bad boy. I'm a criminal. So
that sounds like that.
So Mac isn't trying to date a criminal right now.
Right now.
Yeah. But, things could be drying up, if you're not going into the whole when it comes into you said you're not a fan of online dating. I'm just saying, if you don't have a market of gentlemen knocking on your door, you may have to hit up a criminal someday.
No. I'll just stay by myself for the rest of my life.
For someone who got held up twice in a row, within like 2 minutes time,
even more reason not to go out.
You would think maybe you would start liking criminals.
I'm good. They took my Michael Kors purse and my phone.
Right.
No.
But your mom bought you another one. So I mean,
yeah, but still.
But what if you just started dating a criminal?
No.
You told your mom that your stuff keeps getting stolen, and then she just buys you new stuff, and it's
she said, Mackenzie, you're an idiot.
All that time, your boyfriend's just holding on to all your stuff.
She would think I was an idiot.
It'd be a good scam.
No.
Think about it.
It would be. You got to be a real idiot.
All right, but just think about it.
No.
She's thinking about it. It's cool.
So what about this guy? Instead of Mac's dating life, what about this guy? I mean, just be yourself. Don't make up stupid stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere.
But honestly, if you're just looking for like kind of a one-off, see if she's into it. Why not? Make it up. Make up a story. You don't have to be a criminal.
But I mean, stealing something from a store is not going to get you anything.
I stole a big screen television.
I was going to say, what did you steal from a store?
A candy bar.
As a child, I stole the tiny car.
Yeah.
I stole it from Kroger. I put it inside my winter coat. I walked out of the store with my mother as we were buying groceries. I got in the front seat, put my seatbelt on, and because I was such a great criminal at the time, probably 8 years old, in front of my mother, I pulled the car out and just opened it and started playing with it. She's like, "Where did you get that?" I'm like, "From the store." Yeah. So my criminal career started at a young age.
What kind of action did that get you?
I got in trouble, actually. So no action.
Okay, fair enough.
No action.
Just checking. All right, chicks on dudes. If you have a question for Mac, email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Thank you very much, Mac.
Welcome.
You can now run screaming from the studio.
Okay.
Your duties are done. Coming up next, going to wrap up the show. And get the Marshall's music news. Connor and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Good old duties.
Glad Mac caught that too.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there you go. Craig says online dating is weird.
Garbage. It's garbage.
Aaron showed up in the background.
Yeah, he just stood at the window and stared.
Gibby goes, smile and wave. A-Dub, just smile and wave. Creep. Yeah, all right, guys. So we're going to wrap up the show with Marshall's music news. I got 3 stories today. Those stories include, where are they? Let's see. Puddle of Mud. Yeah, I got a story about Puddle of Mud, about an ex-guitarist of theirs who's hit the headlines. We're going to talk about the Chili Peppers again. Got another update on them selling their catalog. And then we're going to talk about Megadeth and Lamb of God. They're supposed to do a metal tour of the year with Trivium. Speaking of Trivium, and In Flames, they had to reschedule a bunch of dates, and they had to cut out some dates, and we're not going to like this news. So I'll bring all that up here in just a few moments.
I like what Craig had to say here. I think the next show, when he's back to the wrestling thing, we get Marshall in the ring and do some chops. Take some chops.
Oh, you want to like cook up some pork chops? Dude, I make a great stuffed pork chop.
If you do it in the middle of the ring, that's fine.
Yeah.
You, cook pork chops while you get chops across the chest.
I don't know.
No?
I'm very confused. Do I eat the pork chops?
After then, cooking, sure.
Do I get slapped with the pork chops?
Oh, there you go.
Chops with chops.
Chops with chops. I like that.
That's going to be some weird fetish video that you and I are going to film one day. It's going to be like 5 years from now. We're like, we're out of material. What do you want to do? Remember that chops on chops thing? Like, let's do that.
Highest viewed video ever.
Right? We go viral with that video. We're looking at each other like, that's the one? And then all the high ideas that I've had over the years finally come to fruition. Yeah, In Flames, Trivium, Megadeth, and Lamb of God are doing a tour. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing it. That would be a great show for, they're doing the tour this fall. That would be a fun, like, new Civic Center show that we would get here. I think that would be really cool.
All right.
We only got a couple top 5s today, so if you guys want to drop in your top 5s for the rest of your day, please do so right now. We'll review those. Cotter, what's your top 5?
I got to work on some concert sponsorship promos. We got some sponsors rolling in, so I got to get those produced.
Oh, I saw those.
Working with WSAV on a TV spot for the concert. Got to produce a concert radio spot for us to air. Working another label spot for Mike, our third favorite sales manager. Now,
that's right.
He had a big sale.
He did.
Tied to the concert. Does he temporarily get bumped to second? I mean, it's pretty impressive.
And let's not.
You sure?
Not do that.
I don't know.
Let's not do that.
It's impressive.
I don't know. Yesterday, Mike tried to give away an account that I handle here, so let's not do that.
Didn't know that. Never mind. And
Still
then
third.
you got to reach out to somebody about our station G100.
Oh, nice. I have, let's see, my top 5. I haven't wrote down anything yet. That's awkward. But I've got 40 minutes to do so. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, man. I always work better off the fly anyway.
I like how you picked up the paper.
Yeah, I did that as, it was prop comedy. Yeah. Thanks, Mac.
You're welcome.
Mac, what's your top 5 for the rest of the day?
Cut the midday show on Bob. Get some production done. Go get some jasmine rice because I ran out.
What's jasmine rice?
It's like white rice, but jasmine rice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Continue.
I don't know. Just jasmine rice.
No, we could tell.
And then work out since I didn't do it this morning and take the dog for a walk.
Nice. Charles says his top 5 is waiting for the endocrinologist to get here and try not to have a panic attack since I have a ton of materials to give for the job sites. You'll be fine. Nathan says number 5, write the top 5. Let's see. Craig. Wow, Craig's got so many. PR, Coastal Empire Wrestling, Laundry, Unpack New House, Day Drink, Drunken Spelling Bee at El Rocco.
That sounds awesome.
Wait.
More info, please.
Yeah, tell us more about the Drunken Spelling Bee. Dude, we should steal that idea.
We should totally steal that idea.
He goes, love that retired life. Yeah. We could tell. We tell you're loving it. He's retired?
Yeah, from the military.
Oh, he's going to school, though, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah. Well, get a real job, you loser. What story did you want me to go with first here?
So Puddle of Mud.
There's Puddle of Mud, Megadeth, and Chili Peppers. We did Chili Peppers first the other day. Let's go Puddle, Mega, and then in with Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Then we can hit up. You can hit up the show real quick at the top of before we hit music news.
Cool.
Mac, how well do you know rock music, would you say?
It's not that it's how old do I know.
How well do you know rock music?
I mean, I don't like Screamo, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. No, I was just seeing how, I mean, would you say you're well versed? Do you know the bands? If I said certain bands, would you know them?
Well, I wouldn't know this. Okay, I don't know how to match songs with bands, but I can tell you if I've ever heard of the band.
Okay. So do you know Megadeth?
Nope.
Do you know Lamb of God?
Yes.
How do you know Lamb of God and not know
I've
Megadeth?
heard the name.
Well, because I just said it a few minutes ago.
Okay, other than that, yes.
She heard it in church, and it wasn't referring to the band.
But
Craig, I made $7K a month retired. All right, sick flex, bro. Cool, you're rich. We get it. Rhett says, top 5, sorry for the delay. Kiddo soccer game, nice. Head to Lowe's for fertilizer. I stopped by Home Depot, picked up some pool salt. Neighborhood pool on Sunday, sick. Put said fertilizer on yard, nice. Drink a cold beer after mowing yard. That's almost guaranteed.
Sounds solid.
Any chance Megadeth and Lamb of God will play Welcome to Rockville since they have no southern states on this tour? That makes a lot of sense. Will they? I say there's a good chance.
Hope so.
If they're active, they might as well. So that's why I think Trivium and In Flames are possibilities for Welcome to Rockville as well. Both those bands, or actually all 4 of those bands, have a good history with Danny Wimmer and the show itself. So I would not be surprised to see any and all of those bands on Welcome to Rockville.
Random question. Have either one of you watched Handmaid's Tale?
No.
Okay.
I know they just came out with a new season, and I know it's very popular, but that's one show I have not watched yet. I think I will watch it eventually.
I just don't have Hulu. We talked about it, but yeah, we don't have Hulu.
Oh, I thought it was on Amazon Prime. Or is it not?
It's Hulu. I believe.
Okay. I'll just steal it.
Is it good?
I don't know. I was asking because I don't know if I need to start it or not. I just don't want to waste my time.
I heard it's good.
I mean, I've heard it's good, but then I've heard things like it's, and I don't know if I'm yet. I'm just going to stick with New Girl.
What does that mean? What does mean?
And first of all, I didn't say it in that key. I said, There's a difference.
I didn't say it in that key. Okay.
Not risque, but like, I don't know the word. I hear that there's the R word in it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I mean,
and I just kind of
Rats. Yeah, I don't like seeing them either.
Yeah.
Gibby says I haven't watched it since season 2.
Yeah.
Gibby says he hasn't seen it since season 2. It was very good though.
I saw the movie that came out in like the 90s.
There was a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's based off a book. So there was a movie.
I definitely haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a book guy. Marshall was off pitch.
Yeah, he was.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Wrong key.
Did not know.
Wrong.
All right, we got about a minute, guys. Coming in, story number 1, Marshall's music news. I am more awake this hour than I have been in previous 9 o'clock hours from a late night. All I'm getting at is maybe I just may switch from coffee to Red Bull.
There you go.
Because, I mean...
Dude, that's why I hit up the Red Bull damn near every day.
Feel pretty good.
I love the Bull, baby. You riding it?
I'm riding it.
I love Rhett goes, Cotter, the Hulu.
10 seconds. Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, coming up Saturday, July 3rd, it is the 20th anniversary concert for Rock 106.1. We're teaming up with Connect Savannah. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning, 8 o'clock on the Rock 106.1 website. You can also get them on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. First 500 general admission tickets, just $25. So get your tickets on Friday. Save some cash. We got Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and, of course, local act Lilac. It's going to be a great time out at the Trustees Garden on July 3rd. More details on the website now, rock1061.com. Let's jump right in. Story number 1, Marshall's Music News.
So guitarist Paul Phillips, best known for his time with Puddle of Mud, thank you for that intro, has filed suit against Florida's Baptist Medical Center of the Beaches, alleging that while being treated in 2019, he suffered a brain injury that's left him with concerns about his ability to continue making a living. Now, his complaint states that he has an altered mental status and he suffers from possible seizures as well. Now, when he went to the hospital, he was suffering from low sodium levels, and while in the process of trying to bring those levels back up, they brought him up too quickly. He was rushed back to the hospital 3 days later with a seizure, and Phillips says an MRI conducted showed he had suffered brain damage, which he feels was caused by the treatment during his prior visit to the hospital. So obviously, he is suing them every way from Sunday. Now, he sued the hospital and 2 of the doctors in the documents. Now, we know Paul Phillips is a guitarist of Puddle of Mud. He was on the debut Come Clean. He was on the follow-up Life on Display. Then he exited the band, went and did a bunch of other stuff, came back for Volume 4, Songs in the Key of Love and Hate, and then was a part of the 2011 covers album, Rediscovered. And I think sometime after that, he left the band once again. But this is terrible stuff to hear and some weird Puddle of Mud news to come out. Obviously, just around while we announced the show. So there you go. That is the latest.
All right, more from Marshall's Music News coming up. This is Puddle of Mud and She Hates Me. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Okay. Terrible news for that dude. That's crazy.
That is horrible.
He was also in a couple other well-known bands as well. The dude is very talented. Once again, Paul Phillips. What did I say I was going to do here? Chili Peppers last, right? So I'm going to do Megadeth next. Mac, I was asking you how well you know rock bands because I thought it'd be funny if I just made you do one of the Marshall's Music News stories. Because I think you'd end every sentence in a question. It'd be like, Megadeth and Lamb of God's Metal Tour of the Year?
Yep, you're probably correct on that one.
Maybe next time.
Maybe.
All right, top 5 for the rest of the day for me. I have the manager's meeting where I have to create my top 5. So that's technically one of my top 5s. Taking my wife out for lunch today. 9-year wedding anniversary today.
Oh.
On Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to go have Kayak Cafe. I have to run and get her a present, which I already had. I just have to go buy it. I already had in mind. I just have to go buy it. That's 3. Making margaritas and tacos at the house tonight. That's 4. And 5, I'm just going to say show prep, everything prep for tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's on the show tomorrow?
We've got Are You Smarter, the Community College Dropout, Hefe 2, the new music beta fish, will select new music, and I will get quizzed in the face.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have that half written.
Okay.
I've come up with half of what I need. So I'll finish the other half when I get home today.
Rhett, yeah, the Disney Plus Hulu package is cheap, but we kind of got the Disney Plus thing in separately, so didn't need the package yet. So I'll get around to it, I think, eventually.
How much is that Disney Hulu package?
I'm not sure, because you can get that. You can get that along with ESPN Plus, right? You can get all 3 of them, I think. All right, we got about 45 seconds.
With ESPN Plus, do you get the UFC pay-per-views? Is that part of that?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's $14 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not the worst, but Once again, it's just more and more stuff for us to buy.
That's the downside.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's that's really worth it.
Yeah, I don't know what else is on Hulu. I just haven't looked at it in a while. We had it for a minute because they had the Stephen King JFK Time Traveler miniseries on there, which was amazing. All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for listening. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can like, follow, and subscribe. In the middle of Marshall's music news, here's story number 2.
So there's been an update from the 2020 tour dates of the Metal Tour of the Year. Obviously got pushed due to the pandemic, but Megadeth and Lamb of God with Trivium and In Flames are moving around a bunch of tour dates. Now, the trek will now launch on August 20th, but that kind of sucks because in July, we were supposed to have tour dates in Charlotte and Raleigh. Both of those are completely canceled now. We're not getting them. There's not even a tour date close to us. I think the closest one is in Arkansas. Like, it'd be cheaper to fly to Boston or New York to see these guys than it would be to drive to Arkansas at this point. But they are going to start their trek in Austin, Texas, just in case you want to take a little vacation.
When's
Cotter.
that?
August 20th.
I'll be gone to Austin that day.
Right, okay, cool.
I'm leaving.
I was like, wow, I can't believe you knew your schedule that well. They said, can you hear the sound of armies on the march of destruction on the horizon? They say that tour is coming to you. They are very happy to announce this new set of dates. But yeah, they are pushing back, pretty much canceling their entire July month and then adding tour dates on the back end of it. But none of them are even coming close to us. But the Metal Tour of the Year with Megadeth, Lamb of God, Trivium, and In Flames are set to take place this year. Now, we had a great question on the chat saying, hey, maybe these bands will show up at Welcome to Rockville, and all of them have a history at Welcome to Rockville, so that very well may be the case. Maybe that's why they kind of cut out all of the Southeast on this tour, but right now, that is the latest.
All right, we got one more story to go, and then we'll wrap up the show. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1. No, it's November. It's, what is it, 11/3/1964 or whatever it is. It's the date JFK got shot. That's the name of the date is the name of the book, and then they turned it into a miniseries. It was pretty good. I mean, it's my favorite Stephen King book he's ever written. And the miniseries they did, okay, what's his face is in it? There you go.
Yeah.
So he did a good job in it. But yeah, and it was relatively true to the book. I think they added like a character or two. I mean, just typical stuff. But
is there anything worth watching on Peacock, the Cock? Because I subscribe for $5 because Vikings seasons 4 through 6 are on there.
Right.
And for $5, I was like, I'm going to watch all of this in a month, so it's worth $5 instead of trying to have to steal all of it.
I don't know. I got it for free with Xfinity, and for me, with the WWE Network and the pay-per-views, yes, it's worth it, but I really haven't looked.
Do you watch anything else other than WWE in there?
Not really. I'll watch some Saturday Night Live because they will post NBC shows,
right?
You know, about a week after they air, you know, some of them. So I'll go back and watch some of that stuff, but I don't watch a lot on it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get rid of it. As soon as I get done with Vikings, I'm getting rid of it. Have a good day, Gibby.
See you, Gibby.
So the plan is for Quiz in the Face for you tomorrow. It will surround Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Where are we at on time?
Where are we? There.
We're in commercials right now, right?
Yeah. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to 7 minutes.
Gotcha. I'm gonna run off and use the restroom real quick, and I'll. And Mac doesn't want to stay with you either, so I'll. Jesus, rough day. Be right back.
All right. All right, guys. One more break to go. We'll wrap up the show. Back tomorrow. Hefe 2. Are you smarter than community college dropout? Quizzed in the face. More of Marshall's music news. You know, typical Thursday. After the show, I get some ink done tomorrow over at Honor and Grace. That happens around noon, so I'm excited about that. Been a little bit since I've gotten any work done. Oh, man. I'm definitely more awake during this hour than I have been on some late nights prior, but still take a nap. Still the plan for after work. Nap is definitely in the works today. Let's see. I don't need that anymore. And I missed. Oh man, Wednesdays after the show, it's like back-to-back meetings. It's no offense. It's probably because I get up way too early, but it's rough. It's rough sitting through 2 meetings after getting up so early. So we'll get to that. Where are we at here? Okay. Yep, I think we're set. I think we've got everything set for the rest of the show. I'm ready for this weekend. I don't think I have anything going on this weekend, and it'll be the first weekend in a while, so I'm pretty excited about that. Last few weekends have been crazier than they needed to be, and I'm excited just not to have much to do this weekend, because next weekend is going to be busy. There's the wrestling show at Coastal Empire. There is the King of the Hog barbecue contest at Savannah Harley-Davidson. I think there's something else. Oh, there's a One Love animal rescue event at Southbound. I'm going to try to go to that after the Harley event. So the weekend after that's going to be busy. But this weekend, I think it's going to be pretty chill, which, cool.
Okay. Doomsday scenario right now.
Yeah.
I need to use the restroom, and our boss is in there. Again. It's like he has he has a bowel movement at 9:35 that lasts till 9:55 every effing morning, and I just can't get in. We have one bathroom.
Yeah, it's like the 2 things we downsized when we moved over were studios and bathrooms. And the studios, only having 2 can be rough sometimes, but only having 1 bathroom is the utter worst.
Yeah. Don't worry, the pain is subsiding. I will have I'll have a BM later.
Okay. Yeah, dude, man, it's brutal.
Yeah. Well, what's brutal is our boss.
No, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Because I know the pain you'll have to go through if it gets to the point where you just can't wait.
It'll be brutal. It'll be utterly brutal.
I mean, it's like paint peeling. It is.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
It'll be bad.
And sometimes he just walks out smiling because he knows what he did.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, have fun.
Yeah, it's like a dog who took a shit on your floor. Yesterday, I was sitting in my living room, and my wife has two plants. They're cactuses that sit on like the window ledge.
Yeah.
But I think my dog was looking at like a lizard or something that was outside, because I could tell, like, he was devoted to staring outside. And then all of a sudden, he jumped literally at the window, knocked down both little cactus plants, dirt everywhere. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I looked outside, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, son of a bitch. So it's been a good 10 minutes cleaning up dirt on my floor yesterday.
Yeah, that sucks.
Put a 5-gallon bucket in your car or Tim's office.
Not a bad idea.
Always good for a backup.
Did Tim pop on today? Was he on earlier?
I did not see Tim at all today.
I don't remember, yeah.
I don't think he usually shows up on Wednesdays at all, because we do our manager's meeting and he's never in it. He always calls in. I think he has his kid on Wednesdays.
Yeah. I think we can change the number on the door, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
What are we at, to 12?
This will be 12, yeah.
Oh, all right. Here's the challenge, guys. Up next is lucky number 13. Is it going to be bad luck? Good luck. We'll see. All right, got about 90 seconds. Final story in Marshall's Music News. Last break of the show. We'll wrap things up. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Oh, yes. Yes.
What's that?
One of my meetings got canceled. Woo! Sorry, I'm very excited.
Don't worry, I'm going to take that clip and send it to the person that's that's supposed to be in that meeting. Like, this guy seems aggressively happy about the meeting you just canceled.
No, like I was saying, it's doing back-to-back meeting days on the morning that, one, I got up early, and two, I was up late the night before. It's rough to sit through two meetings.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I'm just sitting there because the second one's like a Zoom meeting, so I'm just sitting there yawning the entire time.
You should just put up a fake picture of yourself. You should take a picture. You should take a picture of what it looks like in your office with you, and just put that up.
I should.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, before we get out of here today, let's head over to Marshall one more time. Marshall's Music News.
So the Chili Peppers have been in the news recently because they are working on a new album. No really updates on that, but they have landed themselves quite a huge payday. According to Variety, they plan on selling their songwriting catalog to Hypnosis Songs.
What is that?
It's I don't know. It's like the big thing that's happening right now is a lot of big bands are selling their catalogs. They're selling their entire catalog for $140 million.
You know, it's like, it's funny. 20 years ago, this would have been like, oh, they're selling out. They're selling out. Do it, man. Make all the money you can.
But yeah, it seems like major bands are just selling their catalogs for massive amounts of money to all these little different little companies. Yeah. So they have the rights to use their music. I mean, Red Hot Chili Peppers still has to give the A-OK on what it's used in.
Right.
But then they make all the profits off of, you know, when you hear a Chili Pepper song in a movie or a commercial, they get paid for it as opposed to the Chili Peppers because they get a one-time payment of $140 million. Now, recently, Bob Dylan sold his for $300 million. Stevie Nicks sold hers for $100 million.
I mean, Bob Dylan especially. That dude is prolific, man. He's got all kinds of albums, all kinds of songs, all kinds of classic songs. So I get it. I get why people would spend the money, and I get why you would take $300 million.
Now, the Offspring just sold theirs, I think, for $120. So, I mean, that's quite a bit of money these bands could live on and still do nothing. Work every 4 years. Good for them.
New show goal. Once we're into this for a few years, we sell our back library of the show.
How much?
$5. 10?
You're not in charge of this.
10 and a six-pack of beer.
You're going to make the guy that's not good at math be in charge of selling our catalog. This is terrible news.
All right, your show is back tomorrow. Hefe 2, the new music beta fish, will select a new song for us. I will get quizzed hard in the face.
All over your face.
And then
possibly chest.
We'll also get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Have a fantastic Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you guys have all the tacos, all the burritos, all the fajitas, all the margaritas. I hope you guys have a great effing day. Emmy said they are talk show hosts. What kind of meetings do they have? Sadly, we have like 4 other job titles.
Yeah.
This is the funnest job title we have. The rest of them kind of suck.
Yeah, the long-term goal now, for me anyway, that we're on mornings, is to start eliminating job titles. To eventually just have morning show host.
Cotter's a dreamer, everybody. Cotter is a dreamer.
Maybe someday.
I don't think so. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Cinco.
See you guys.
Go eat a burrito, and then we'll talk to you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Hefe